Where is Lisa? Is she around here? I don't know. I mean,
she's on her way. I just called.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm a long-time fan of the show before I started working here. And I just know as a fan, I would have paid anything to get close to the show in any way.
Right.
You know, and I always thought it was awesome that you didn't rip off the fans that way.
Right.
I would have paid hundreds of dollars to eat with, Gary or something, you know?
Right.
And it's just like, because I know as a fan, you just want to get close. And I really think Lisa's taking advantage of the people that just want to touch the show, to get close to the show in some way. And I don't think it's right to take advantage.
Yeah, Lisa, I'm trying to figure out why I'm turned off to your sweet and greed. I'm really struggling to give you exact words why, but it just doesn't seem like there's enough value there. It seems like you're taking advantage of my show and charging people $100 to meet you because you're on the show.
My talent is baking.
But you're not giving a baking class.
No, but I'm baking mostly everything that's there, and they'll get a chance to meet me. The guys do.
But when you every time you say they get a chance to meet me, I don't know why that bothers you.
I don't do stand-up comedy. What am I supposed to do? I can't go and they're doing the same thing.
Maybe do nothing.
I have been doing nothing.
Maybe not charge people $100 to meet you. Like maybe let them meet you for free.
Then why don't the comedy shows? How come they're not for free?
Because they're doing stand-up comedy. They're doing a show.
What? Scott Salem's a show?
No, you know it's not Scott.
JD's a show?
No, it's the 𝗛cie and the two other comics.
Okay, so
Those
why
guys
is
are
Scott
there.
and JD making money? Or Ronnie?
Well, maybe
because
you should have joined that group.
Hold on.
Yeah, maybe you should go on the road with them.
Why?
Yeah, that would be fun.
Are you knocking our show?
What I'm saying is because
wait a minute. Why are you knocking our show? That's what I don't understand.
No, but can I just say something?
I'm not knocking your show.
I never said I was a comedian. Let's get that straight.
No. What I'm saying is, hold it. Before you hijack this conversation. See, but because his whole show is a show.
And it's kind of a joke.
But when they come to see you, there's not even a show. Like, he does get up on stage and, like, entertain the people. I mean, it's shitty
get girls
entertainment.
Up to take their clothes off.
Well, he does. I mean, he does
you
something.
Just said it's shitty.
It's a shitty show, but it's at least an attempt to entertain.
All right, this is my attempt.
Yeah, but your attempt is to do nothing. Hey, I was thinking, while you guys are here, I was thinking about this whole Lisa G thing and the sweet and greed party.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to wrap my head around it yesterday, and I couldn't quite figure out where I stood on it in my head, you know? But one thing did occur to me, and I really do feel this way, that if Lisa's going to use the show to get, the only reason people are going to see Lisa's Sweet and Greed is because she works on our channels. I'd surely be the first one to attest to with the Ronnie Block Party.
Absolutely.
Movie. But the distinction I do make, and it was brought up on the show yesterday, 𝗛cie and the guys always have Howard TV there or the news department, and they provide something back. They provide a television element or something or a radio element. And it did rub me the wrong way when Lisa yesterday said, I mean, in a real way, like Lisa said, hey, I'm not doing this for TV. You can't pick and choose.
I agree.
If you want to come on the air and you want to promote your Sweet and Greed or whatever you're up to, don't tell me the quid pro quo isn't there where you're going to provide some kind of entertainment for us.
Right.
And this idea that I don't know if the fans want to be on TV. What fans don't want to be on TV?
They all have Howard TV. Yeah. They're all dying to be on there.
Yeah, and if they don't want to be, then don't use my fans. So here's my ruling on this. I guess I'm okay if Lisa wants to charge $100 for people to see her, or 𝗛cie wants to charge it. But don't sit there and tell me you're not going to be on Howard TV. Then if you're going to be now a performer and you're going to use my audience to show up at stuff, then you got to play ball. That's it. I really do feel that way. That ain't right.
There are times I told Doug, give me a camera, one of the small ones. I'll film stuff while we're on the road. After shows, I'm going around interviewing the guys and fans, with my recorder.
And if Lisa doesn't want to do that, that's fine. But don't bring it up on the air that you're doing Sweet and Greed, and don't use the airwaves for that. Because these are my airwaves.
If it's a private, personal thing,
right.
Don't use this show to promote it.
Right. I really do feel that way, and not just for Lisa, but for everybody. And one thing I will say about Benji. Benji lets me come and videotape him and his girlfriend singing. And that's some of the funniest shows on Howard TV.
And I hate being on TV.
What?
I hate being on TV.
Yeah, and once he started that, I even said, we got to, no, like you didn't want anyone taping in your apartment, but you said, okay, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And that's fair.
I can understand why she wouldn't want it. It would make it...
Well, because she's not understanding that, actually, that's the only thing that's... If you're going to be in this business and you're going to be on the Howard Stern show, if the TV is there, it actually becomes something people like.
They even pointed out yesterday that they were on the balls of their butt with the Ronnie Block Party until you saw the footage And
Right.
it went on Howard TV.
Yeah, what you do is you pray that it gets on Howard TV.
You're 100% right.
And then your business grows. So anyway, that's my ruling on all of this. If you've got restrictions, then I've got restrictions. Don't bring it up on the air. Don't mention it on Howard Stern Radio, Howard Stern TV, because to me it's all Howard Stern everything. It's a business.
Howard, if you care, Lieberman gave me sort of an update.
What's up? Tell me the update.
She called everybody who bought a ticket.
Yeah.
And everybody except for being on TV except for one person.
Yeah,
So she's trying to figure out how to handle it.
I got it all figured out. Never, ever bring up anything you're doing outside of these channels again. And if that person doesn't want to be on TV, tell them not to come.
Refund their money.
Right. But from now on, everything is on TV. I don't want to hear people telling me they're picking and choosing, because I'm picking and choosing. I'm picking and choosing. And if you choose not to be on the team, then don't do it. And listen, Lisa does a fine job and everything, and I would never ask her to be on TV if she's just doing it. But if you're going to start using the airwaves to promote events and use my audience, then you've got to give something back. That's how I feel. Now, what do you think of that, Doug?
Your Honor, I think it's a great decision.
Right. That's why I'm America's judge.
That's right. What is your ruling, Your Honor, on her appearing on Howard TV for interviews, like the behind-the-scenes shows? Sometimes she's involved, like when we go out with Benji with the Anthony Weiner press conference.
Right.
We did a behind-the-scenes show on that, and she was a big part of that, but she refused to be interviewed. What is your ruling on that? She refused to be interviewed without payment.
That's ridiculous.
I agree.
This is all... Listen, it's like I explained the other day. What do you think we're doing here? Howard TV, to me, is no different than Sirius Radio. It's all the same. It's all promotion and promoting.
It's the same thing if I said to her when she interviews me, Lisa, I can't be interviewed for Howard 100 News. I need to be paid for this. It's a thought that would never,
that's
ever
psychology.
cross ahead.
If Doug Goodstein, every time we ask him to be on the air and says I demand payment, I'm fucked. Then I got to get rid of Doug Goodstein.
But you know what? When I went to Peru, Howard, I went to Doug and I said, give me a camera. Maybe some interesting stuff will come out of this. This was my own personal vacation.
Right.
But I just decided, hey, let everybody in on this.
Thank God you did.
And it was fabulous.
Yeah.
And my point is, if you're going to... Listen, you can't pick and choose how you're going to use the Howard Stern show. This ain't a Chinese food menu. We're all in this. And it's one thing if Lisa wants to work in the news department, not promote anything, and this and that, the other. That's one thing. But don't tell me you're not going to allow a camera, and then I'm not going to allow you to use my airwaves.
All of this stuff is good to us. We should be good to it.
And it just doesn't go for Lisa. I mean, for everybody. It's the way it is.
She also buried herself for if there is something after this. She said she works for SiriusXM, so when everyone moves on, she must stay here.
Yeah, but what happens...
She's not a part of the team.
Right, right, exactly. And what happens if you start saying, well, I work for Howard TV. I'm not talking to Howard 100 News.
Well, it would never happen.
No, I know, because you're not that kind of guy.
Right. No one is around here except her.
It's all fun.
Yeah. No one's ever... I've been here 18 years. No one's ever... We've never had someone split hairs like this, ever. Like it's just not in anyone's.
Yeah, well, I was
head.
thinking about it, and that's what I think was bothering me about it.
There's a lot of. This place is a lot of turmoil.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, everyone. The wrap-up show was like it was 15 guys in there just ready to unload on her.
Well,
yesterday.
listen.
And no one wants to be mean and make her cry, but it seems I think the thing that's frustrating the most is that she doesn't seem to get it, and it's just like tunnel vision. It's like she sees it her way, and we're all idiots.
Well, I see it my way.
Well, you're right. It's your show. You're the
how
boss.
she feels about this ruling.
But I mean, if anybody else,
well, it's a clear ruling, Robin. I'm saying, look, anybody who wants to use these airwaves, the Howard Stern Show airwaves, you can't pick and choose how you want to use them. Yeah. If you want to start a side business off of me, because this is my audience, this is the way I look at it. You want to start a side business off of me? You want to sell something? All right, I'm open to it. But don't tell me that I can't bring a camera there. Fine, you don't want to bring a camera, then don't use the airwaves to promote it. That's how I feel. I mean,
two-way street.
Yeah, you can't choose how you're going to use me. I'm telling you the rules. These are the rules. The judge has spoken. Tell your mother, 𝗛ćuly, and ask her a review. Ask her to review it.
It's a package deal. You can't.
It's a package. Now you said something meaningful.
Thank you.
Package deal. That's a good term. I like that. Good for you, 𝗛ćuly. And if Lisa wants clarification, or anybody else around here wants clarification, come see me. Right now. Right now is the chance to talk about it. Right, Doug?
Absolutely. I mean, there's times when people don't want things on camera. Of course, we respect that always.
Right.
But to just shut it down is just unacceptable.
Yes.
The thing I don't get is putting it on Howard TV is only going to help. I mean, you may be in embarrassing situations, but ultimately, it's only going to help your product.
By the way, Howard TV did a behind the scenes of me at AGT, which you sent me to watch last night, the preview. I thought you guys did a great job.
Yeah, it was a lot of footage. The guys did a good job for sure.
Good job on that. And then you sent me something else that was kind of fun, too.
Medicated Pete?
Medicated Pete on Rachel Fine. Holy shit. Is that for real?
Dude, either he's the best actor in the world or...
What's happening?
Rachel Fine on Fine Time. For those of you who have Howard TV, you got a real winner to look forward to.
That is also, we use it as like a promotional show. It's on HowardTV.com.
I was riveted. I had dinner plans.
And on HowardStern.com.
Yeah,
you can see it.
Oh, you can see it. You can see it for free.
Yep.
Oh, good. On HowardStern.com.
And HowardTV.com. Yep, it's up there right now.
You got to watch this. It's a free show for anybody who wants to see it. Fine Time. Rachel Fine. Richie Wilson's fiance.
Yes.
She's on there with Medicated Pete. And Medicated Pete doesn't know how to eat. So while she's interviewing him, she offers him a cupcake.
Yeah.
Like one of those big cupcakes that we have outside from, what's that place? Crumbs, yeah. Like a big giant cupcake. And he's like, he starts eating. And somebody wrote a comment underneath that he says, Medicated Pete eats like an iguana. the cupcake is rubbing all over his nose and his lips start turning purple, and it's like he can't swallow or something, and he starts to eat it, and it's like it's like when brindlefly starts to eat in
and he has to go, oh, excuse me.
Excuse me. It's the most disturbing thing. And while he's talking, he's eating, and it's such a train wreck, fascinating piece of tape that I was late for dinner. I had dinner plans, and I had to finish Medicated Pete's interview. I didn't think I'd be that interested.
I honestly watched it at least 10 times. I just watch it I just put it on and let it loop.
Well,
basically.
The reason it's genius. Who is the genius that said give him a cupcake during his interview?
I think it was probably Richie Wilson's idea.
Richie Wilson. Yeah. That guy's a genius.
That is incredible.
Immediately triple his salary.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. We have no money. But look, there he is. Look at his face.
Oh, right. He looks like he just made a Bukkake video.
Yeah. That's on HowardStern.com and
HowardTV.com and on Howard TV, the channel.
Your Howard TV.
Oh,
now, he can promote on my channels.
And it's brilliant to keep interviewing him while that's going on.
Right.
Do you think, can I tell that weird story I told you about him the other day to prove that he's really out there?
What is that?
The one about that Joe Walsh's manager told me?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. This is good.
So I think the James Gang was playing down in Red Bank.
Right.
And Joe Walsh's manager, Smokey's a huge fan of the show, and so is one of the guys that runs the road crew.
Right.
So they're driving around Red Bank, and one of the guys goes, holy shit, that's Medicated Pete. So they pull the car over, and they go to Pete, get in the fucking car. And
Just
Pete
like that, right? Get in the fucking car.
Yeah, and so Pete gets in, and they go, you're going to be roadie for a day. Pete doesn't know who these people are. He doesn't know.
He gets in the car.
He gets in the car with complete strangers.
Right.
They bring him to the gig. And a couple people are like, oh, my God, it's Medicated Pete. They're taking pictures. And he goes, all right, cut the shit. Go grab that box. And they made him work the whole day.
Right.
He's like, you're roadie for a day. But Pete just got into a stranger's car.
Wow. He is weird.
And the weirdest part is that was a year and a half ago, and he's been here 3 times, and he's never told us that story.
Yeah, how weird is that? Like something cool happened to him, and he doesn't even talk about it.
Never even mentions it.
Yeah. I have a feeling that happens to Pete a lot. Like
people just grab him?
Yeah, like he just gets into random cars. Like sometimes he's raped, sometimes he's, who knows? Sometimes
he never tells you any of
sometimes he's a huge rock star's roadie. It's just whatever happens to him for the day is the day. And he's somehow still alive. It's too much.
I brought him to a gig once that I did in Jersey.
How'd that go?
He comes to my room before the gig to get ready, and he goes to the bathroom to wash his hands, and apparently he washes his hands for like 15 minutes.
Oh, he's got that, huh?
So, because when I walk in, there's a lake in the bathroom, like just a huge flood of water.
He's all sloppy.
And he's up on stage, singing Purple Rain with wet spots all over his shirt and pants.
But you know what's weird about him? Like, he's probably been to the White House. Like, we don't even know it.
Yeah,
he's met Obama. He was probably at the the Queen's Jubilee celebration.
He's like Zelig.
Yeah, he
he's
shows
in all
up.
these historic spots, and nobody knows.
Forrest Gump.
All right. Well, anyway, there's my ruling on all future endeavors from everybody. Okay?
I hope we all know.
I know.
All right. You know what I'm saying?
What?
I'm just nervous, man, because Kind of makes everybody kind of.
You don't want to make. You don't want to have Lisa send me over the edge, and then I'll stop all the fun.
Yeah, because you could be well. I mean, you're well within your right to do that. You know, and
right.
I
think it's fair. It's fair.
Doug, do you feel relieved that, because you've been holding this back, you've actually been protecting
I never brought this up.
Right.
I saved her face on this. I was being professional and respectful. I don't know who brought it up. I don't really care. But someone else brought it out yesterday, and obviously it came up. But it wasn't me. I kept professional on this. I did not rat her out. I was going to save it and just not bring it up on air. But, it came up, and I feel like, the judge has spoken. The boss has spoken. It's crystal clear. There's, 50 people up here? 49 get it. So.
And you knew Howard would share the same thought process.
Like, who has done this? Who would, that's like me asking John right now for holding a microphone. Like I said in there, John, pay me. Get this microphone away from me. I want to be paid. I work for Howard TV. This isn't I'm splitting hairs, John. This is Howard TV. I don't work for Sirius XM. Pay me for this, John. Could you pay me? Answer the question. Pay me.
No, thank you.
Why?
Because you work for the channels. You work for Howard. We all work for Howard.
Package deal. It's a package deal. Yeah, it's a package deal, of course.
So will you cover Lisa's Sweeten Me?
Now that's a good question, and I'm going to be hypocritical, potentially, because part of me doesn't want to cover it because I don't want to help her out now. She split hairs and made her feelings known, and it's insulting. And the other part is like, no, I wouldn't do that to the show. I'm going to, if she, God, I can't believe I'm saying this. If she allows us, really, don't exploit and try to sell tickets through the show. No, yeah, we would cover it, sure. And I would be happy to cover for other ones, and hopefully, because I'm a good guy, I'd like to help her out. So if this could help her blow up her business, sure. Do I think it should would I be happier if it all went away? Yeah, probably, that's the truth. But yeah, I'd cover it, and I'd cover subsequent ones as well.
It seems, though, there should be no gray area. Howard ordered Lisa to give access to Howard TV.
Yeah, this shouldn't be, but we're dealing with Lisa, and Lisa seems to go by her own rules in her own world. So there might be another conversation Howard has to make it even clearer than he just did. That would be my guess.
Lisa?
Yes?
Howard declared you must do interviews with Howard TV and allow Howard TV...
No, that's not what he said. He said, if I'm using the air to promote an event, then Howard TV needs to be there, and I agree with him.
But Howard did say we're all one team, and he wants you to participate in all Howard TV productions.
That's not what he said. But I'm there 100% in the hallways every morning.
You're parsing words. You're not. That is what he said.
That is not what he said. That's not what I heard.
Go back there and ask Gary what he said and Doug what he said. That's what he said.
He said that he expects me to...
Yes, he says he expects you to do interviews with TV for behind the scenes, and he expects you to do everything just like what he expects everybody to do.
Well, then that's what I'll do. If I have time. This comes first.
Okay. But you're parsing words, that's all I'm saying.
I am not. That's what I heard. Then maybe I missed something, but that's what I thought I heard.
I called you last night, Robin.
I know, but it was right before AGT, so I figured you'd go into that. I wanted to watch it, so I figured we'd talk today.
Yeah.
Can't interrupt AGT.
Well, it was 20 minutes before AGT. I figured we had some time, but you're right. You need to prepare for AGT.
By the time I saw the message, I think it was like 10 minutes before.
By the way, how good was AGT last night?
It was really good.
Yeah, those hour shows fly by. They really do.
Yeah, you don't realize when you're sitting inside how much is going on outside of the venue, how much is going on in the wings.
I mean, again, I get hung up on I try to remember everything I said because we taped for 4 days straight, like 2 shows a day.
In Austin, yeah.
Yeah, but I was really pleased with the show last night. I thought it was a real good one. And but speaking of things AGT, how about the guy from the night before who is a war hero and stuttered? Did you read that he is a complete fraud?
No.
Yeah, like it was a total scam. What's even funnier, in some of the papers it goes, Howard Stern was scammed. Like not even America's Got Talent.
Yeah, like you did all the vetting.
Yeah, like I run
You're not
the show.
just sitting there.
Yeah, no. Well, first of all, there can't be anything more despicable. there's so much on my mind because I am dying to tell people what happens in Vegas. Not just about this guy, but about a lot of the talent.
Uh-huh.
All I can say this season on America's Got Talent, if you're following along at home, expect the unexpected on every level.
Well, tonight or was it next week they were promoting that something's going to happen that's really shocking.
Well, I think what they're going to show, based on what I saw the same thing, and I don't know, they don't tell me anything, but a lot of times Howie, Sharon, and I really violently disagree. And because they edit and they only have an hour, they don't always show all the disagreements. So I think
it seems like you three are on the same page with most things.
Yeah. In fact, Ronnie was saying how much he enjoyed the show last night because they did show some of the disagreeing, a little bit of it. And there's one play. I get so mad I eat half of Howie's face off. It's crazy, like full-on cannibalism. But
yeah, they sort of indicated that there's a real Howie wants someone to go through, and you're not
right. I know. I think
happy about that.
Yeah, I think I know who it is too, and I was fucking livid. But so I don't know how much they're going to show of it. It's funny, like the things they choose to show too. Like I was doing math at the table. You know when I do math,
right, yeah.
And I was surprised they showed that. I was glad they showed that, but. Because everyone wanted to know how much time we had left, so I did the math for them.
Or how much time per contestant you were.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I said, let me handle the math. That's my forte.
And the show was over. You still had to come up with an answer.
And I said, well, here, let me just, I want to do it on paper so I can show my work to the teacher. Didn't you love that in school when you had to show your work?
Absolutely.
I was like, I'm in big trouble. I can't just look at somebody's answer on another paper.
That was to keep you from cheating.
Yeah, it worked. I was really fucked up with that.
I don't have any work.
My work? I don't know how I got. I took a lucky guess. Does that count?
I'm a genius.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's like really weird because there were so many arguments when we taped. And sometimes they go to them and sometimes they don't. But maybe next week they're going to show one of them.
Yeah, I like that little Snapple room thing, too, where you guys are sitting back there talking about some of the contestants that really impressed you.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy?
What was going on? What?
When we were taping, we would be in the Snapple room for over an hour, at least twice a show.
Really?
Yeah, and like all it is 3 seconds of the show. It's quick. And I sit there and I go, you're kidding me. Trouble is, you can't figure out which 3 seconds they're going to use. Yeah.
Yeah, because they cut it up still, and you're jumping around from contestant to contestant.
Yeah.
I saw one of the contestants last night. I think it was the only person I disagreed with you on the whole time.
Yeah.
And they didn't even show you voting no.
Yeah, did you notice that?
Yeah. That was the other thing I was going to say.
The girl that sang Blue.
Yeah. See, all I can tell you is, by the time we get to Vegas, I'm right about 100% of the time.
But in order to show you saying no, that was going to be 3 minutes.
Right.
It was going to take a long time.
That was a big disagreement because on that girl, I didn't think she had the goods. But the only reason I want them to show, because when we get to Vegas, a lot of times I'm proven right.
And when she started singing, I said, she's got a nice voice and everything, but she sounds like a million other people.
Right. And, by the way, the thing that Howie and I disagreed on, everyone on Twitter agreed with me. That girl is a tremendous singer.
The one you picked and said she was unique, she was amazing.
Amazing.
You talking about the girl and the guy?
Yeah.
She was great.
And like everybody wrote me on Twitter, how could Howie have said that girl wasn't up to par? I mean,
Howie has a 10 ear, I think.
Well, I'm there to listen. Sharon 99% of the time sides with me because she knows I'm right. And so, I keep Howie in check.
Because
he goes
was
astray.
Completely off on the girl singers. He liked the girl who was sort of mediocre and not the girl who was completely unique.
Yeah. Howie's great. Everyone writes me about the chemistry between us, even with Nick.
I like Nick a lot. In fact, I had when I went to see the auditions, I was like, well, what is it that Nick does? He comes out and he says hello to the audience.
Yeah, but it's all backstage.
But watching him on TV, he's very funny, and he really is willing to put himself out there.
He puts himself out there, and also he's real with the people. He doesn't.
Oh my God! When that girl came out to do that dance, the pole dance,
right,
and he wound up on the pole with her.
Yeah,
I was like, somebody's going to die. Because that was too much weight for that pole. Those temporary poles are pretty good.
But listen how screwed up this is. And again, I wish I could tell you what happens in Vegas, but I'm not gonna because I don't want to ruin the show for people and I want them to watch. But here it is. Talented liar, TV phenom's war injury tale. Now, the reason I think this is so screwed up, it messes it up for every real veteran who comes back from the war, regardless of injuries. Right. Because now no one believes you. Now all of a sudden, the one thing that was, remember in The Wire when the criminals talk about you never kill somebody on a Sunday morning church?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like you could be the most fucked up liar on the planet, but you never lie about your military service.
Got to have some rules.
Well, you remember that guy running, what was he running for, senator in Connecticut?
I think Senate.
He lied about Vietnam. He won. So but this lie is so wrong on so many levels. TV Phenom's war injury tale. He's got talent. This is the guy from America's Got Talent. I'm assuming most of our fans are watching the show, so they know what I'm talking about. He's got talent and a lot of explaining to do. Sergeant Timothy Michael Poe, who, by the way, everyone was in tears over. I had
know,
friends,
the whole audience was crying.
I had friends write me on email talking about they were home crying. Sergeant Timothy Michael Poe, a country western singing National Guard veteran. Remember when the National Guard didn't have to go to war? Like now you do.
Right. You used to go into the National Guard to stay out.
Yeah, forget it. You can't hide now. Michael Poe, a country western singing National Guard veteran who knocked the socks off judges on America's Got Talent Monday night, is a stutterer who claims to have suffered a brain injury during a 2009 tour of duty. If you remember, he said he stuttered after he got blown up.
Right, yeah.
Military officials said yesterday he had never been wounded. Poe, whose silky smooth rendition of Garth Brooks, If Tomorrow Never Comes, left dozens in the studio audience crying. He said he began to stutter 3 years ago when he was heard attempting to shield his men from a rocket-propelled grenade blast, and now can speak clearly only when he sings. I mean, what an involved story. And by the way, that means like some guy in the military was watching this and said, let me check this guy's record.
He probably knew him, said that dude wasn't ever in any action.
But if this is true, then what was this guy thinking, that he wasn't going to be discovered?
Yeah, like the military doesn't watch TV?
I mean, everyone is going to think he is a fucking scumbag for lying about military service and getting blown up.
I don't think he really thought through what would happen if he got on TV.
But the Minnesota National, but his wife was there with him too.
Hey, they have had scam artist teams before.
Yeah, but no, the wife says, I don't know anything about this. Listen to this. But the Minnesota National Guard said yesterday that Poe was never injured in the line of duty, nor did he serve in the military for 14 years, as he claimed on national TV. He must be like one of those women who like gets themselves ill so people will feel bad for him.
Munchausen's disease.
He's got the male version of Munchausen's disease. Sergeant Timothy Michael Poe served in the Minnesota Army National Guard from December 3rd, 2002 until May 26, 2011. Let me do the math there. Real quick math. I think that's 9 years, not 14.
Right.
And performed as sorry, I didn't write it down.
I don't see any work.
I didn't do any work. And performed as a supply specialist, said Lieutenant Colonel Kevin Olson, a spokesman for the Minnesota Guard. Quote, his military records indicate that he served with the Minnesota National Guard in Kosovo from October 10, 2007 until July 15, 2008, and was deployed to Afghanistan from July 28, 2009 to August 30th, 2009. So he did serve, and he was in Afghanistan.
Kosovo.
No, it says also, he says was deployed to Afghanistan.
Oh, okay.
From July 28th, 2009 to August 30th, 2009. I think that's almost like a year. But I'm not sure. I'd have to really put pencil to paper.
I'm not keeping
No, wait,
up.
let's see. July 28, 2000, July.
Yeah.
July, September. No, what comes after July, Robin? August?
August.
All right. I skipped that. August? That's 1 month. Right. He was there a month. Holy smokes.
Not that you can't get hurt in a month.
Once you do the math, and, it's complicated math, I'll admit. That's a month. I thought it was 2008 to 2009. It's 2009 to 2009. That's a month. Don't get tricked. That's a trick question,
That's right, and he's not telling you what part of the month. It could have been a few weeks.
He might have been there a day. Sergeant Poe's official military records do not indicate that he was injured by a grenade in combat while serving in Afghanistan in 2009, as a report said the spokesman. Poe's ex-wife, Kelly Ballard, said she had never heard her former spouse stutter like he did on the show. So it was a fake stutter.
Right.
Wow. There was no...
Well, you notice that when he was talking to Nick said, you got through that whole sentence without a stutter?
Yeah, he forgot.
Like he forgot.
Yeah. Holy mackerel. There was no combat injuries, said Ballard from her Texas home. I think he's developed a feel sorry for me. I feel sorry for me stutter.
Oh.
Boy, this really sickens me.
I know.
And not because it happened on America's Got Talent. I mean,
in general.
Just, yeah. I mean, oddly enough, this will probably bring more viewers to America's Got Talent. This is like a full-page ad for the show. So from that aspect, it's good. But for the bad part of it is for military guys who actually serve, and they're walking around with one leg blown off, and then they go and they
can't tell their story.
Yeah, you go and say, hey, yeah, I got my leg blown off of a grenade. They're, yeah, right.
Yeah,
Just like the guy in America's Got Talent. There was no combat injuries, said Ballard from her Texas home. I think he developed a feel sorry for me stutter. In a video detailing Poe's backstory filmed in the Austin, Texas auditions from Monday's show, the country singer said that in Afghanistan he volunteered to clear buildings and help rescue wounded people, and one day someone armed with a rocket-propelled grenade launched open fire. How the fuck did he do this? With a straight face.
Somebody told him a story, and he decided to make it his own, probably.
I saw it coming down, and by the time I turned and went to jump on top of my guys, I yelled grenade, and the blast had hit me, Poe said. You know what's amazing, too? They didn't even show my whole speech to him. I was talking about his service, and...
Well, you thanked him.
I did, but I did a lot more. They have to edit it down.
Thank goodness they didn't show it.
And I remember, I thought I was about to lose it and cry for the guy. That's how upset I was for him.
Yeah, thank goodness they saved you with the editing.
Yeah. I could have looked like a real pussy. I saw it coming down, and by the time I turned and went to jump on top of my guys, like he's a huge hero.
Right. I mean, this is a story with nothing but hero smacked all over it.
I yelled grenade, and the blast had hit me, Poe said. He claimed that had he not been injured, he might never have discovered his singing voice.
Right, because he discovered that with the speech pathologist.
Boy, I wish I could tell you what happens in Vegas. I wish they would fast forward on that one.
Well, don't, because, right now, as far as we're concerned, he's still in the competition.
Oh, yeah, no, he's in. But that's what I'm telling you. We might go to Vegas and fall for it even harder. That's what I'm telling you. Just be prepared. But Ballard said years earlier he was the lead singer in a band called Crawl Space. Show producers said they first learned only yesterday that Poe had been lying. Poe could not be reached for comment yesterday. Yeah, and they actually vet these guys pretty well, I thought.
Yeah, he crawled back under his rock, apparently.
Oh, my God, I want to interview him so bad. I want to interview this guy so badly.
Well, there should be a law that you can't misrepresent your military service.
Especially in front of me on America's Got Talent.
Yeah, you go to AGT jail.
Yeah, there's got to be an AGT jail. Sharon's holding on for the game. Remember that from yesterday? I got to do that.
Yes. This woman who we talked to yesterday.
All right, let me get to her. She's Sam Simon's on the phone. Hey, Sam, I haven't spoken to you in a while. What's happening?
Hey, Howard, how you doing?
Sam Simon, one of the creators of The Simpsons, who doesn't get as much credit as the other guys because he sold his portion of it, and they tried to shove
nothing.
Well,
no,
I mean,
but he left.
He left, but he shouldn't have because those guys try to act like Sam had nothing to do with it. But he really
they don't.
I think they do because when I saw the Hollywood Reporter article and stuff, I was like, hey, why is Sam not more prominent in this? Sam had a lot to do with it.
Years and I left after the 4th year.
I heard the drawings were really shitty until Sam took over.
Oh, that's true.
There you go. All right, Sam. Anyway, what's on your mind?
Well, I got a few things. And first of all, I want to thank you for AGT. It's my favorite show on TV.
Isn't that a shock?
Because of you. I was sick of the talent shows. I just was done with that stuff, and now I am so into this. I'm looking forward to the live shows and
Me too.
finding the winner and all that stuff.
I got to tell you, I am so thrilled by a couple of things that have happened. That I get a lot of email and tweets and things from people who say, you know, I kind of gone away from not only America's Got Talent but all these talent shows, and we feel like you revitalized that. I get so proud.
Howard,
that
it's the same thing that you did with radio. It was boring, it was over, and you have brought some unpredictability to it.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that. And I'm also excited that people are telling me that 99% of them are watching the show with their kids, and they're like, they can't believe that their kids are Howard Stern fans. And so it's all sort of exciting and
Well,
new.
I don't think a lot of people know who you really are. You know, like, you know, this reputation.
Right.
You know, I see Howard on the show, and I think it's great.
Right, it's fun.
Although, I mean, I like when you rewatch the show, right?
Yes.
When you saw this mentalist,
right,
psychic, what was he?
No.
The mind reader.
The mind reader.
The mind reader. Like, could you tell how he did that?
Well, I actually know because I've employed a few mentalists.
Oh, okay.
But I tell you the truth, I thought that guy was terrific.
Yeah, we know there's no real such thing as a mind reader.
Right, we know it's a trick.
Yes,
Yeah, but he did a wonderful job because what I loved about him is, I don't know how you felt about him, Sam, but I thought he was very unassuming, you know. I've had guys do that kind of thing, and the way I judge is I say, you know, this guy's got something interesting. He's got a good presentation. Let me see what else he's got. Does he have a show in him, or is he just a one-trick pony? And that's my criteria.
Well, no, I mean, I liked him, and I thought he did a good job. I thought the stuff he was saying was really good, but I don't know anything about magic, but I think
yeah, but you think you know. But
I think I know.
Yeah, like people tweeted me. They go, "Oh, he must have had an earpiece in."
No.
There was no earpiece.
Someone else goes, "He must be able to see underneath the tape, like from. He must be able to go look down."
I think that's part of it.
Yeah, this is all of the stuff. But for those of you who thought that he had a partner in the audience and a remote control thing, the producers told me afterwards. I said the guy did a great job. They said to me, for sure, he doesn't have a shill in the audience because he had to perform it for us in a room without anyone in it.
I mean, I guess he
but
so
he
I don't think
provided
that's what he did.
He provided his own mask, basically.
But I don't want to. I mean,
I actually know something about this.
Okay.
But I thought he did a terrific job, and most people who are not, privy to how these things are done, were tweeting me. They go, "Is that guy for real? Is he really able to read minds?" And so, people are fascinated by this thing. It's one of the oldest tricks, but it's still very fascinating to people.
Okay, well, listen, I love AGT, but there's a show I really don't like.
What's that?
It's called Fast Food Mania, and it stars someone that I do like, and his name is John Hine.
Well, I'll be watching the show tonight. I haven't seen it yet.
Well,
What's
Howard,
wrong with it for you? Are you objecting to what he's
Robin,
promoting?
I'm glad you're here. I hope you're feeling better.
Thank you. But you're objecting to...
Side with this. I heard you say you liked it.
I liked it as a show. Do I like the fact that he's telling people to eat that sort of food? Of course not.
God, Robin, he's not just... It is a celebration of gluttony and animal abuse and global warming that is beyond belief.
Well, I got to defend John for a second. I have not seen the show yet, but listen, Sam, let's be realistic. A lot of people love
Eat like
fast
John
food,
eats,
and John loves fast
So
food.
what?
Well, I'm saying if you're a fan of fast food, sitting and watching John gloriously kiss the ground where Colonel Sanders once walked is the funniest thing in the world to me.
He could not kiss the ground where
Colonel Sanders.
Osama bin Laden was born
Well,
on television.
You're comparing Colonel Sanders who kills chickens to Osama bin Laden?
Oh, I will compare that. I'll tell you why. Because obesity kills 100 million people, and Osama bin Laden killed 3.
But you're thinking too much.
Yeah, but this is a killing by choice.
Sam.
People choose this.
Sam,
What, the chickens choose to be killed? food?
I said
Sam,
the people choose it.
Sam, you're thinking too much.
No.
John, do you want to defend your show?
Listen, wait a minute. Kentucky Fried Chicken is the most notorious slaughterer of animals in the world. His Holiness, the Dalai Lama has called for a boycott of Kentucky Fried Chicken because they use the cruelest, most outdated methods in the world to kill 1 billion chickens a year.
Sam, you're talking to a guy who doesn't. I don't eat any birds anymore.
Okay.
I still eat
and
fish.
I don't eat meat at all.
Yeah, right. So we understand the politics of this.
But what about the planet?
Laura, let's talk to John Hein. John, how do you defend yourself? Sam Simon is watching your show.
Will you be going into the methods that this meat is derived?
Yeah, John, why are you not visiting Kentucky?
Wait
a second, John. Why are you not?
Creatures that can suffer, John.
John, why are you not visiting?
Howard, in the main title of the show, listen. Say somebody feels that. Well, I want to eat a hamburger. In the main title of the show, John Hein is eating a hamburger that is 18 inches tall, and he looks like he's in heaven. It's got about 25 patties in it, and grease and cheese spilling out from everyone. It's the most disgusting thing you've ever seen in your life.
And he's in bliss.
And he looks like he's in heaven.
Well, let me say something, because this needs to be said.
Why are you taking his side?
Well, hold on a second.
Because you're out of your fucking mind, Sam. That's why.
John, will you personally visit the slaughterhouse where Kentucky Fried Chicken kills their chickens?
They won't let him in.
Howard, we did, but that got lost in the edit.
I see.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
no, of course we're not going to do that. That's not what the show's about.
The show is about your joy of fast food.
Of course, I understand what Sam's saying.
Right.
But to blame... Hold on, Sam, I listened to you.
Okay, you're right.
But to blame obesity on the fact that these places... No one's forcing you to go there. No one's telling you to eat the food. That's your choice, whether you want to or not.
You could make the point that Homer Simpson glorifies donuts and gluttony.
Oh, I was getting to Homer.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, which is Sam's...
He's a vegetarian.
Creation. He's a
Lisa's a vegetarian.
Homer Simpson's a vegetarian?
Lisa, the daughter.
Oh, Lisa. Oh,
Lisa's
okay.
a vegetarian. Sam, I understand your point, and the show clearly isn't for you, but we're not telling...
I politically agree with Sam about a lot of the slaughtering methods
and
obesity.
John, you go people make a choice, but they're not making an informed choice. You are flooded with your show is a commercial for fast food. Where's the other side?
There is. It's one big commercial.
But Sam, I think the fun of it is that it's
fun.
Yes, the fun. Now, come on.
Put out of your mind how bad it is.
No, the fun is to watch a guy kill himself.
Right.
And
when John pulls out that gun that shoots the sour cream, and he's talking about what a great invention it is.
Yeah, that's great.
He's never been in a Taco Bell in his life.
You don't see the humor in that?
Well, wait. This is what I would like. Howard, you like Paul McCartney, right?
Love him.
So does John Hein. John?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. He did a short film. It's called Glass Walls.
Right. It's about...
it's on YouTube. Go to John... Howard, make John go to YouTube.
Okay. Go ahead.
And make him watch this 10-minute film about where meat comes from.
Now, John, I'm your boss.
Don't make me go to YouTube.
You have to go to YouTube.
Don't make me go to YouTube, Howard.
Well, watch it. Listen, Sam watched you. You should watch his.
Hey, I've seen Super Size Me. I read Fast Food Nation. I will watch the film that you're suggesting.
But it's not going to make him stop.
And then we'll come back for season 2 and go to different places. No,
what are you saying?
And John will be as powerful a spokesman for veganism as he is for whatever
fast food mania.
Fast food mania.
Listen, Sam, John is killing himself. He's huge. He's diabetic. He eats shitty food every single day of his life.
Actually, that's not entirely true.
It's close.
What about this, John? You love your kids.
I do.
You don't look very healthy on the show. First of all, I don't know.
Yeah, but his kids are getting older now. They don't need him that much.
I don't know what the obesity rate in the. I think it's like 35%. We're the fattest country in the world, but it's got to be like 99% of the people on that show.
Robin,
oh, yeah. They've got the market cornered.
Robin, you're an advocate for whole foods, good foods, and all that kind of stuff.
Yes,
but at the
absolutely.
same time, you can watch John's show and still find the humor in it, right?
It's ridiculous. I think that the greatest thing about the show is they call it mania. I mean, these people are crazy. Sleeping in a parking lot to get free chicken.
Oh, my God.
Sam, the point of the show
The fact is, though, 60% of Americans, listen to this, 60% of Americans are obese or overweight. And the perpetrators are soda companies. So, you know, yes, people should be able to control themselves. And yes, they shouldn't eat fast food, but that's the point. Everybody's got personal choice.
And John's show is not the only show praising overindulgence.
There's nothing else. Every commercial is overindulgence.
John, what are you going to do? Are you going to resign?
Blaming the commercials on me, too?
Are you going to resign from the show
Well,
or
your
not?
show is a commercial.
Sam, the show is glorifying the Americana, the food, the event, everything behind it, and why so many people go to these places and enjoy them. Look, I know when I walk into one of these places, I'm not making the healthiest choice, but it's my choice to make, and I love the food. If if you drink a lot and you love alcohol, no one's going to tell you, you know what, get the alcohol off the shelves. You can't have it. That's your choice to moderate or not.
Choice to torture dogs?
I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
Was it Michael Vick's choice to torture and kill dogs?
Yes.
Of course it was.
And he had to pay a price because it's illegal.
Sam, likening fast food mania to 9/11 is a very weak analogy, okay? And
It's not a weak analogy, John, because obesity is a bigger threat to this country than terrorism.
So the only reason people are obese is because of these places, you're
Sam,
saying?
let me play devil's advocate. Let me play devil's advocate. You were part of a show that glorified gambling. It was a poker show, if I remember correctly. I used to watch it.
Yes.
And many people have lost their fortunes.
No.
Now, you are glorifying. Hold it. I want to finish my point.
Poker is not gambling.
Hold it.
Poker is not gambling.
Stop it.
How is poker not gambling?
What are you talking about? Poker is a game of skill. There's no look. Every casino game in Las Vegas, if you want to lose, you can walk up to the table and or rather, in poker, if you want to lose, you can lose.
Right.
If you want to lose.
But what if you want to win and you lose?
Gambling, you can end up winning.
Poker is a game where you could lose a lot of money because you think you're going to win because you think you know what you're doing.
Right.
It is a game that has cost people their lives.
Right.
And yet you did the show. So I'm saying not that you shouldn't have done the show, but, you know.
But you did, because you like gambling.
That's right. But John Hein is in the same boat. He knows what he's doing isn't perfect or good for everyone, but he's doing. Do you see that point?
No, because you're leaving the animals out of it.
All right, so then let me give you another point. Didn't you for years manage a boxer?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever seen what boxing does to a man's brain? I mean, have you seen the human cruelty to one another?
Yeah.
How could you advocate that and support it?
I wouldn't do it now.
All right. That's fair enough.
All right, you've changed your stand. The one thing I will criticize about John's show is
the one thing, Robin.
Well, because again, it tells you what it is. It says this is fast food. We all know what fast food is, and these are the maniacs who eat it.
That's right.
The one thing I will criticize is that they don't go get. John's bigger than anybody he interviews. Like they give you these couple of people who can eat this crap and not be obese.
Not the shows I saw.
No, there was a very an attractive girl talking about her love of something, and
I saw a couple that won the Chick-fil-A or the Whataburger contest, and I just thought, oh my God.
Yeah, well, there was that 100-year-old couple. That's again
Robin,
saying
Sam,
you can actually live on this.
Sam, have you voiced this outrageous anger toward The Simpsons when they have fast food companies advertising on it? Have you demanded that The Simpsons remove all fast food restaurant advertising?
Like Disney getting rid of all that
Right.
stuff.
Have you demanded?
No, I haven't.
All right. Well, okay.
But,
all right. Well, you've got work to do.
I think, I actually do think that Homer satirizes America's. First of all,
I think it's too subtle.
30 years ago when The Simpsons, I don't know how long it is.
Right.
John probably knows. But Homer was fat. He's not fat. He's actually the average weight of an American now.
Right. Now his fat is normal.
And we always made, and it was supposed to be a joke that he loved this food. He was supposed to be a moron for doing it. And now...
Well, I understand your point. I understand your point.
John Hein, my first... What?
Because when you do watch the show, you kind of say to yourself, maybe fast food is kind of fun, too, the whole lifestyle. And why am I being so uptight?
Maybe I want to be a part of that.
Maybe I'll go get a big burger.
Yeah.
But, and people don't realize how dangerous it is. I mean, we did that experiment that guy did at work. How long have we had that cheeseburger sitting out there now?
Since January.
Since January. How many months is that?
6 almost.
Is there a cheeseburger still out there?
Yeah, we have a cheeseburger because we read about this in the paper. We have a cheeseburger sitting in our office for 6 months. There it is. The cheese is absolutely perfect.
Yep.
There is no mold.
And John Hein, when he's at White Castle, he goes,
look at that.
100% beef, everybody.
I mean, that scares the shit out of me.
It's really 100% beef.
That thing has not changed.
No, how do we explain that, John? That the roll, the beef, and the cheese have no mold, and that's 6 months.
Yeah, it's preserved well.
Doesn't that scare you?
Yeah, it does.
And you're eating that.
Well, it's a cheeseburger, so
Sam is calling. Sam is calling for you to show that aspect of fast food on the show.
No, yes. Well, they're not going to do that. But
no, we're not.
I want John to watch Glass Walls with Paul McCartney on YouTube. And he has to watch the whole thing.
Sam, I will watch it. I pledge here I will watch that show.
Okay.
But you call up Howard, but you call up Howard, and I know you said it's nothing against me, but you basically trashed the show which just got out of the game. And you're entitled to your opinion, but you're preaching like this is something that's not done on television about any. I mean, that's a great point Howard made about your poker show. And
no, it's not.
Yes, it is. You said poker. Sam, how could you say that poker isn't gambling? I think you're a smart guy.
What I say about the boxer?
That's
just a ridiculous statement.
About my poker show. We played low stakes poker. We didn't play high stakes poker. It was to show the camaraderie and fun of having.
According to Artie, he dropped like $1,000 to you that night.
Yeah, he lost money on that show.
Most people, that ain't low stakes.
Sam, you're showing the fun of playing poker and gambling, and that's fine. Actually, I happen to like that. I'm showing the fun of going to these places, of enjoying the food if you like that food, and seeing other people who are crazy like me.
What about the animals, John?
We're not talking about the animals, Sam. It's not, Sam. It's not the point of the show. On the poker show, do you show how the cards are made? Do you show where the chips come from?
Do you show the people living in shacks who lost their entire fortune?
No, cards can't suffer. Chips don't suffer.
Somebody made
people
them.
Suffer.
What about the people who kill themselves because they've lost all their money playing cards? You're going to pretend like that doesn't happen?
Kentucky Fried Chicken killed 1 billion chickens last year. Do you think 1 billion people killed themselves because they lost money at poker?
Sam, I think people can walk up to a Kentucky Fried Chicken and say, you know what, I love this food, I'm going to go there. Or they can go down the street to a restaurant and eat Thai food. It's up to them. The choice is theirs. And you're going to praise the people making Thai food, but knock the people making Kentucky Fried Chicken. Any product in this country
I got to be honest with you, though. I mean, Sam is bringing something up that people don't like to think about, how their food is murdered.
Gets to their plate.
That's all food. Not all food, but
not all food, but
animal. Food, John.
Yeah. No, food that comes that were animals that were killed for that. I get that. I understand that. Okay, I'm a smart guy.
But you're okay with that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a fan of the cruelty that might happen. Like,
well,
I guess at
every fast food place.
No. I close my eyes to that willfully.
So you're in denial.
Of course I am.
He doesn't want to think about it.
I don't want to think about it. I want to enjoy the bucket at KFC.
Well,
and that's my choice to make. And a lot of people make that choice.
That's I'm saying
all right, boys.
That choice is horrible, I think.
Sam, not everybody in the...
No, but you're saying like you appreciate...
I respect how you eat and how Robin eats and how Howard eats. That's your choice, and that's fine. But don't tell me how to eat. Okay, the whole world isn't vegans and vegetarians. In fact, most of the world isn't.
But John, you're saying that this is me telling you, and I'm saying I don't care about you. I care about the animals. They're suffering because people eat meat.
Yes, and they will continue to suffer because people eat meat. That's the way the world is. And you want to change the world. I get it.
Not after you watch this video.
All right, Sam.
Go watch the video and tell us what your reaction is.
Hey, Howard,
John Hein, it turns out, is in the most controversial show of the year.
It is. It's
look at him.
amazing.
He's
I
done it again.
thought it was you, Howard.
Yeah, me. I'm just a nice judge.
Sam, you'll like this week's episode a lot better. It's all about the drive-through, the different drive-throughs throughout the country.
Well, Sam, you can
Of course, I will say again, the meat
Is that bad for the mileage on cars or something?
gases than all the automobiles in the world combined. We can save the world from incinerating by not eating meat. I'm tweeting at Simon Sam. Simon Sam.
All right. Are there more cool tweets about murdering chickens?
I'm about to send out some links to the Dalai Lama saying boycott KFC. I'm going to do.
Wow, John has inspired protest.
And I'll
all right. Yeah, yes, Sam, are you getting laid? That's all that counts. You sound like a guy who's not getting laid.
What?
Are you getting laid?
Yes, sure.
All right. Yes, Gary.
That's the guys in the office are asking. Sam has nice cars. Do they have leather seats?
No.
Okay.
All right.
No. Everybody always looks for these stupid things. No. And not only that, they're solar.
Yeah, by the way,
all of his cars are solar?
I've been in Sam's car, and I got to tell you, there are no seats. All right. Thank you, Sam.
Okay.
Good to speak with you.
Bye.
Wow, controversy follows you,
Man,
John.
he was on fire.
When your dad goes to KFC, does he think about how the chicken gets
killed? My dad doesn't think about me. What is he going to think about a chicken? He looks at a chicken the same way he looks at
Doesn't
me.
mean it's not right not to think about how the animal gets to your plate.
Yeah, but I'm not.
But I don't think the consciousness of the people that John is talking to is all that high.
Right.
They're
All
not
right.
caring about where it comes from or how it got there.
Well, if anything, you should thank Sam. That's got to be an excellent commercial for your new show.
Yeah, I think so. But the logic that poker isn't gambling, and he kind of lost me a little bit there.
Look, anything that people like, they like to defend. Look at you.
Of course.
That's it.
Robin just called me dumb, but I don't care.
No. I didn't say you were dumb. I said the people you're talking to.
Hey, you're like the professor of dumb people.
I feel so much better.
All right, Big John. There you go. John Hein, when is the show on?
It's on Sunday nights at 10 o'clock on Destination America.
No need to give out what channel Destination America is. Everyone knows.
Everybody knows it.
That's America's channel.
Exactly.
All right,
Thank you,
John. Poor guy's got one fucking show on Destination America. Sam found it.
Sam is screaming about a show nobody sees.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. By Sam screaming about it, he actually got them some audience.
He's going to make it a hit.
John.
Yes?
Well, first off, don't they say all press is good press?
I hope so. At first, I was really ticked because it seems like Sam went out of his way to knock the show.
Right.
But in listening to his argument, I know he's a big animal rights advocate, and I really do respect that. But I think he's kind of missing the point when it comes to this show. We're all about the celebration of fast food and exploring why people eat it and the history behind it. And he's just looking at how the food gets killed. And I think whenever anybody goes into any restaurant, you're not necessarily thinking about that. You're just enjoying the food. And that's the point I was trying to make.
And Sam is just another hypocrite with another. We're all hypocrites, and we all have vices, and we all do things that, we all have things that we're passionate about. But when you guys pointed the finger towards him with gambling, with being a boxing manager, with the way The Simpsons portray certain elements of society, he really had no argument.
I'm glad Howard brought that up. He argued it much better than I did, and it's true. I mean, I love to gamble, but you're kidding. Poker isn't gambling?
Right.
That's just a stupid thing to say. And with managing the boxers, though, he said he wouldn't do it now. You get in the ring, you're taking your life in your hands. I'm not knocking either of those things, but people understand the consequences of what they're doing and then make their decisions accordingly. And that's all I'm saying about this. Plus, this is more about, having kids that had birthday parties at these places when they were 6 years old. The goofiness and the wackiness and the fun. This isn't a hard-hitting documentary on cuisine. That's not the point of the show. It's just to have fun at these places that so many people go to.
Right, it's about the culture and nostalgia associated.
Absolutely.
All right, Sharon, I've kept you on hold long enough. I promised you I would get to you first thing in the morning.
Oh, it's no problem.
All right, Sharon. Sharon wants to play a game. I have a Bigfoot game for her. It's time to play Bigfoot Game.
How is the Bigfoot game played?
Glad you asked that. The Bigfoot game is very simple. If you're playing along at home, have fun and get our home game as well. The game is played very simply. We ask Bigfoot a question. Let me give you a sample. Here's the first question. This doesn't count. This is just a practice question to get you familiar with the game. We ask a question like this.
What is bin Laden's first name?
All right. Now, bin Laden, as you know, is Osama bin Laden. And most Americans know that name. It's gone down in infamy.
But does Bigfoot know the name?
But Bigfoot lives in Vermont. He's isolated. I don't know his intelligence level, but it doesn't seem all that high. And so, you'd sit there and you debate it in your head, but you got to come up. It's, listen, you got a 50-50 chance.
The big thing about these games is that Bigfoot does know something.
Well, we
just don't know what it is.
That's right. You got to tap into the Bigfoot mentality. Like, for example, I would say he probably does know Osama bin Laden.
Really?
Yeah, I would think so.
No.
You would say no. What would you say, Robin?
I think he must know Osama bin Laden.
Right. So this doesn't count. This is just to see where his head's at. Let's find out.
Bob
bin Laden. Well, actually, that's. It's right in a way. His real first name is Robert. He changed it. No, you would have been right, Sharon. You would have won.
Yeah.
Okay. So there we go.
All right. So we're going to play the Bigfoot game now. Now, Sharon, in order to get this fabulous gift of the iPad, which I love, and Citrix was kind enough to give it to us.
Yes.
In order to get it, you've got to get 3 out of 5 right.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's start with your first question in the Bigfoot game.
All right.
Here we go.
What is H2O?
What is H2O? Now, you must know that, Sharon, right?
Yeah, I know what that is.
What is H2O?
It's water.
Water. That is correct. Now, get inside the head of Bigfoot.
Absolutely not.
You say, no way he knows. Now, Bigfoot had to go to school. They teach that in every school.
Yeah, but what class was he in, Howard?
Yeah, no way.
I think he went to school for head lice.
No way.
All right, here we go. H2O, you say no. Fred, lock her in on a no if you don't mind. All right. That is my game show assistant, Fred.
Thank you, Fred.
Yeah.
Most people have a beautiful woman.
No.
You're Fred.
My Vanna White is a rather haggard.
It's the bizarro world.
Tired man who I met in Hartford. A true genius would have, a hot blonde.
Yeah, Megan Fox would be your assistant.
Even Merv Griffin knew to put a hot blonde there. But I have Fred. All right, Fred, you locked her in on a no.
I did.
Let's find out. The question is, what is H2O?
Water.
There you go.
No way.
You got your first one wrong.
And he said it definitively.
Yep, this is what I'm telling you. The game is trickier than you thought.
Boy, it sure is.
Yep. All right, I tell you what I'm going to do for you, Sharon, because I'm in a magnanimous mood.
Oh, be in a magnanimous mood.
I'm going to give you one last one. If you get it right, I'll give you the iPad.
Oh,
Winner
good.
takes all?
That's it. Winner takes all, Robin.
All right.
That's right.
Excellent. Okay.
All right, we asked Bigfoot the following question.
Okay.
How many wheels are on a unicycle?
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
Good luck.
Oh, my God.
How many wheels are on a unicycle? I say there's no way in hell he knows this.
I agree with you. There's no
But you
way in
never
hell. I
know.
don't think he knows what a unicycle is.
You
Right.
never know what Bigfoot's experience has been. He could have
Well-
been involved with a circus.
I have to go with my gut on this one. I've got to say no.
Yeah, I could see him as like the bearded lady in a circus, and he hung out in the cage next to the unicycle man.
I mean, I think he's got to think it's a bicycle.
Yeah. What are you going to say? You're going to say
No. He doesn't
Okay.
know.
All right. I mean, this is the kind of thing a 7-year-old would know, so I would say he doesn't know.
Yeah, there's no way.
All right. Let's hope you're right. I got my fingers crossed for
Let's
you.
hope.
All right. Here we go. Bigfoot. How many wheels on a unicycle?
Is the number 3 an even number or an odd number?
Oh.
What happened?
Must have jumped. Hold on a second. The suspense is killing me.
Me too.
Let me see something.
How many wheels are on a unicycle?
All right, here we go.
Is the number 3...
Oh, they didn't edit it right.
I think he said 2.
He said
I think
2.
he said 2.
He said 2. That just totally blew, though.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I win.
I got to get out of radio.
Not a clean
But
contest.
I got to tell you, at AGT, this shit don't go down. Although they did get scammed.
Yeah, what's worse?
I don't know. Guys, what happens there? Who is putting this on the DVD or whatever that's called, the CD? Who's the culprit that just sabotaged my game? Bring him to me. Bring him to me. Bring him to the call.
Sal will be in a moment.
It's Sal, that fuck, with the teeth. He's so busy whitening his teeth. By the way, good thing, Robin, I'm reading GTD, Get Things Done. You're going to watch me fire Sal now. Okay. Sal, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I did nothing wrong. I double-checked it for your accuracy, and then you went back, and the answer was there.
Sal, there's no stop between the question and the answer.
It was on mine, and I double-checked. That's weird.
So if I go back there...
Is there a track there, Howard? Is it on the particular track? I know there's no stop.
No, it's no stop.
I double-checked it for
I need a stop.
I know. It should be on the track. I double-checked it for accuracy.
You double-checked it.
I double-checked
So if I go back there and play it and it doesn't work, will you resign?
No.
Why?
Well, because
you double-checked it. Why are you afraid to risk your job on this? Let's play the real game show. Forget Sharon and her dumb iPad. Let's play the real game.
Howard, I'm not lying. I know better.
You see this CD? Track 12?
Yeah.
It's track 11 and 12 for the game.
Right.
I'm going to go back there. I'm going to play it.
Right.
If it stops, you have no problem. You have your job.
I have the same exact player as
you. If it doesn't stop,
you
lose your job.
Why wouldn't
Fred, lock him in on a yes and no.
Why would it not stop, though? Why would it not stop?
Let's play the game.
If it's on the track, why would it not stop?
It didn't stop. I just play here. Listen.
Well, you went back and then it played.
No.
I heard the answer.
Of course it did. But it played. It wasn't proper. It wasn't like all the other ones.
I know that.
So you did it wrong. You did your job wrong. You don't know that?
I didn't do it wrong because when I checked it worked out.
Listen.
Okay, go ahead.
How many wheels are on a unicycle?
And then I go to play the answer.
Is the number 3 an even number or an odd?
It's missing.
And then how'd you find it?
I had to keep going back until I could find it.
Well, maybe the CD has it after.
Listen.
Listen.
Oh,
God.
Here's what you did.
2. Is the number 3 an even number or an odd number?
You combined it with 12 and 13. You fucked up.
I don't recall that.
You fucked up. You don't recall it because you're busy teeth whitening. Your teeth look like shit. You dummy. You had nice teeth. $12,000 on teeth.
6.
And 6 because you fucking cut a deal so you could do free commercials on my show, you cocksucking user. Get out of here.
I've never done a free commercial on your show.
6,000. Why did the guy give you a discount? So you'd mention it on the show.
I mentioned my teeth. I never mentioned him.
Yeah, okay. So again, I'm a dummy, right? There's
You're
a
not
distinction.
a dumb. No. I mean, I'm sorry about.
I'll tell you what. I'll mention my teeth if you give me a discount.
That's not how
you use me. You have no respect for me.
That's a blatant
user.
lie.
He mentioned the dentist's name in the news story.
Yeah.
Obviously, the news came to me and mentioned the story. Yeah.
Yeah. So you cut a side deal. Now you're selling advertising on my show.
Like Lisa, like you said with Lisa G, like
go enjoy your teeth.
Something.
Enjoy your teeth.
I did a whole Howard TV special.
Thank you for doing that. Next time, consult me first. See if I want it on Howard TV. You getting your fucking dumb teeth.
Well, I went through Doug.
All right.
I'm sorry about this. I fucked up. I'm very sorry.
Check your work 500 times.
I will. But that is very strange. I apologize profusely. I mean, it's crazy. I have been Howard.
Why don't I fire you? What's wrong with me? Am I a sucker?
No.
And then you go out and cut side deals?
I'm not cutting side deals for my fucking teeth.
Sure you did. Did you mention the finance company that financed your teeth?
Yeah, but
on the air?
When Gary asked me about,
you get a special deal. You got $6,000.
Yeah.
You were paid $6,000 for a commercial, and you don't know you did the wrong fucking thing?
I don't know how.
What are you, retarded?
Apparently I am. All right. Well,
let's play the real game.
Go ahead, play it.
And by the way, you're a smart guy because you know what? You outfoxed me. I thought for some stupid reason you were honest.
How am I not?
I'm a sucker.
You're not a...
Repeat after me. Howard's a sucker.
No, I'm not going to say it.
Don't say it because I want to hear it. Because if you tell me, maybe I'll learn something. Tell me what I am to my face. To look at me in the eye and tell me what I am.
You're Howard Stern.
And what am I?
You're the...
No, say I'm a sucker.
You're America's judge.
That's right. What am I?
You are the king of all media.
No. Sal, I'm not joking. Tell me what I am.
You're Austrian, Russian, and Polish.
No, what am I? I'm a sucker. Tell me.
Why are you a sucker?
I fell for it. You tricked me.
For what?
You outfoxed me.
What are you talking
about? With the teeth
about? Yeah,
and the side deals.
Howard's a sucker.
Thank you.
Howard's a sucker.
Thank you.
Howard's
Tell me again. Now I know what I am. What a sap I am.
Howard's a sucker.
What's going on? He got his teeth at a discount for commercial?
Yeah. He cuts deals. And if he'd come to me like a human being and say, hey, Howard, I'm trying to get my teeth whitened. Do you think I could cut a side deal with this guy? and get a reduction in the price, I would have sat down with him and said, look, man, we don't use the show for that stuff. I'd rather pay for his fucking teeth. First of all, his teeth are ridiculous.
He didn't need these teeth. You know, I mean, I could understand it if it was for something.
Robin, you got
really
breast reduction. You didn't
needed.
need that. Did you need breast reduction?
I didn't get a
And you talk about your tits every day.
I didn't get a discount.
I don't
Never mentioned the doctor.
Well, discount or not, there's discounts every day. If I go out and buy a pair of jeans at a discount, am I using it for the show?
You
I'm still
got the
paying out of my
discount
pocket.
because of my show.
Absolutely, there is.
You used me.
I didn't use you.
You just said absolutely. You got a discount because of the show.
There is a relationship
so
to the show.
So you came in here and
it's
told
inevitable.
the guy.
I work at the show.
You told the guy, "Don't worry, pal. Howard will."
No, I
he's
never
such a
said
sucker.
that. I swear
you
on
think
my children.
David Letterman's staff is able to cut side deals for whitening their teeth, and then they go, "Don't worry, Dave's a fucking sucker. I'll get
Howard's
on
a
camera."
sucker.
I'm
No.
a sucker. Tell me. I'm to my
You're
face.
not a sucker.
No, I am. It's
That's
okay.
not the deal. I was
Tell me what I am.
I was
Howard's a
approached to
sucker.
get my teeth
No,
done.
come on, man.
I was
Tell me
approached.
what I am. Don't be a pussy.
I'm not being a pussy. I'm being
Howard's
for real.
a
If I was a
sucker.
fucking pussy,
You're
I'd
a
call you a
pussy.
sucker.
You're a fucking
no,
pussy.
No,
Howard's a
if I
sucker.
was
Tell me
a
what
pussy,
I am. Tell the world what I am. I'm a sucker.
How the fuck are you a sucker?
Because I
got a
fell for
discount on teeth.
If you
I
worked
never
for
even mentioned it.
Letterman, do you think you would have snuck on the show and mentioned your discount for teeth?
No, and I didn't sneak on the
That's
show.
why you won't work for Letterman.
I didn't sneak on
Howard's
the
a
show.
sucker.
I don't want to work
I'm
for
a
Letterman.
sucker.
Howard's a
You're
sucker.
not a sucker.
I am.
Howard's a
Sal,
sucker.
you outsmarted me. I go
I
around thinking
outsmarted
I'm
you.
smarter than Sal.
I got my fucking
You're
teeth done.
smarter
It's
than
my
me.
business.
You're smarter than
Listen,
me.
if I work here, certain things come up.
Oh,
Howard's a sucker.
okay.
When
You told the
I
dentist
when I
that
called
you
my
could
wife
get on
cheated
here.
on me, was I a sucker then?
You told.
No, it was contributed to the show because I work here. I
No.
get my teeth
No,
done.
no,
I didn't tell him
That
that.
is
Don't
not
put
the
words
same
in my
thing.
mouth.
Yes, you did.
I did not tell him that. I swear on my kids.
Bullshit.
I did not.
Bullshit.
He came up to me at a club and he said he could help me with my teeth and give me a discount. And that's exactly what I did. And then I went to Doug and said, I'm getting my teeth done. Would you like to tape it? And he said yes. And I never mentioned the fucking guy's name on the air ever. Only on my
Bullshit.
Twitter. It's not bullshit, dude. That's bullshit.
Bullshit.
What you're saying is bullshit.
Bullshit. Fucking maniac.
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Would you go back and fucking stop looking at yourself in the mirror with your teeth and your tanning and make sure when you put together a game that you do it right?
I'm very, very sorry. These things do happen. They're technical issues. They do happen. They are inevitable. All the computers around here. I've been trying to get a new computer for 3 months. You know what the guy said to me today, Suresh?
What'd he say?
He says, we have to wait till a whole bunch of computers break down because SiriusXM won't just fund one computer.
Let me tell you something about this company. They've lost interest in this show. They take it for granted. You should have a computer inside of 3 seconds.
I know.
If it wasn't for this show and what we do. See, now you got me off track from yelling at you.
You
fuck.
can yell at me again. I
am
don't care.
stupid. But
You're
this is
not.
the truth. Because now you brought up a topic that's even worse than your teeth. And you know what that is?
Crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. You should have a computer in 3 seconds. Because I have to remind this company, even though they don't listen, the reason the whole thing exists, the reason that one guy's trying to buy the company from the other guy, the reason there was a merger, the reason everything happened was one reason. This show. This show, that's it. There's no other reason. And this fucking imbecile with his teeth can't get a computer.
I asked the guy, I go, you know, the computers are slowing down. I go, I know you have virus software. He goes, yeah, but we don't have spy software. I go, why don't you put the fucking anti-spy software in the computers?
Right.
He says they won't fund it. And they said...
I won't fund it.
And by the way, all of your computers here, he says, particularly in Studio 69, you guys do not have spyware, anti-software.
Oh, you want to know why?
And he goes, you know what they said to him?
What?
They go, if the spyware should happen to come in, just wipe out their computers and reboot everything. And it's just crazy.
You know what it is?
It's a penny wise, dollar foolish.
Because I'm the enemy. Don't you know that? Don't you know every company I've worked for and built up, I become the enemy because they all get jealous? It's happened everywhere. I thought it was going to be different here. But things rapidly changed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the enemy. I'm the enemy.
You are.
I'm always the enemy.
Even to Sal.
I caused a merger of 2 companies when XM was clobbering this company. You think the computer would... Do you think that if I ran this company, I'd say, you know what? I'm going to get rid of an entire channel just to make sure you guys have a computer.
Exactly.
They could get rid of 500 of these channels, and they'd still...
And nobody'd even notice.
No one would even know.
Right.
We requested a Dolby Audition software
all right.
update.
Listen, just do me a favor.
He got you off track.
He did. He did get me off track.
Shut up, Fooey.
Howard's a sucker.
Listen,
he foxed me.
Go back to taking your nap. There's nothing more disgraceful and disgusting than going to sleep on the most popular radio show in the world. Don't talk to me about a technical glitch. It's a technical glitch.
A technical glitch. You didn't listen
all
to
the
the
time.
CD. If you did,
You didn't check your work. I want you to admit you didn't check it.
I swear to God, I checked it. I swear to God. And you know what? And I'll tell you what. And I remember.
You didn't check your work.
I'll break it down for you specifically. I remember turning it back. I remember that jump. I remember it. And then I turned it back, and then the track played.
Impossible.
But what I remember,
my CD player is no different than yours.
I know it's not, but I'm saying, like,
same CD player.
I'm telling you specifically. I recall.
Gary, go back in Sal's room and play it back. I guarantee.
No,
you
I'm saying to you that it jumped in my computer, but when I turned the dial back, it played.
Okay.
But if it jumped in your computer,
so you
that
heard
would be,
it without it working, and then it played, and then you just said to yourself, "Okay, now it works."
No, it played at the answer to.
Listen to what you just said.
Right.
Listen to what you just said.
No, I didn't. No.
Yes, that's just what you said.
I guess so. I guess so in some odd way.
In some odd way.
Nothing odd about it.
What you just said was, I played it, it jumped. Then I played it again, and it was fine. And then I gave it to Howard.
That's right.
That's why you're a fuck up.
I went through.
Listen to me.
And then I went through the rest of the tracks.
Listen to me. I can't have this. I can't go through a contest and have that.
I know that. And you know what? In the past year,
Sal,
there haven't been any.
Teeth are unimportant.
I agree. All right, fine.
You think you're going to have some movie career because of your dumb teeth?
We're doing a few films.
You work for me. I'm the only one paying you.
I know.
Trust me.
There's
nobody. There's a few shitty, what he calls independent films, which means they're not even independent films. Independent films rejected these films. They don't have a name yet for what these films are. They haven't figured out a name yet for them. Like this, you know how there's like the independent film, small film. You hear an actress going, "I'm in a very small film." This film is so fucking small. They haven't figured out how to give it a word, like microscopic films. They're coming up with a new term.
I think it's called straight to DVD.
Yeah, well, DVD. There'll never be a DVD.
Straight to video cassette.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Teeth are not a career. Let me tell you something. If teeth were a career, Gary would be king of entertainment. Use your head.
And Sal, by the way,
film you needed new teeth.
One last thing. I yelled at Sal the whole way. I go, "Sal, what happened?" And he goes, "It played. It got the answer." He goes, "You owe me a fucking apology." So now that you know what's wrong, do you owe me an apology?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
I owe
Damn right. If you're in your studio and you see something screws up, and then you go back and check it, and it plays, there's a 50-50 chance there's something wrong.
I agree. And when I turned it back and it played, then I went forward and the rest of the tracks played.
But what you should have done is started over again and just played it the way Howard would play it and see if the same thing happened again.
You don't shit your pants about me. You know why? Because I don't fire anybody.
Oh, I do shit.
And I'm reading Getting Things Done.
I don't sleep at night. I don't sleep at night.
You don't sleep at night because you don't get any pussy.
Well, that's another story.
I jerked off last night. I came hard. I slept like a rock. I jerked off last night.
So you're not getting any pussy either if you jerked off?
Well, my wife wasn't home.
God bless you.
If she was home, I would add some
Mine
pussy.
was. That's the problem.
That's right.
I'm only kidding.
Yeah, good, nice teeth.
I'm only kidding.
He's got the whitest teeth on the show now. Whiter than yours, Gary.
You know, I have to say, when I got my teeth, as bad as they are, when I got my teeth, the dentist came to me, and it's like women getting tits. He goes, "Here's the thing of colors, right?"
Yeah.
And so, of course, I point to Sal's color.
I thought you point to a piece of shit because that's what they look like.
I point to Sal's color. My dentist goes, "Listen, you can't put that color on. It's ridiculous."
Right.
He goes, "You got to go to a color that's more in line with the rest of your teeth. Otherwise, it's going to look ridiculous."
Oh, now Sal's dentist is on the phone, so he's really going to get what he wants.
No, don't.
Sharon, hold on. I'll give you your prize. Hold on.
Okay.
Yes, doctor. This is Dr. Bean, Sal's dentist, I guess. Yes, doctor.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
First of all, I've been a fan for 32 years.
Thank you.
I've been listening to the show forever.
Thank you.
You are amazing on AGT. My wife loves you, which she never, ever would ever listen to you, and now she loves you. The
Thank
kids
you,
love you. The kids love you. So what happened with Sal, he had originally, one of the dentists did his gums, who's my client. You know, we work together, the gum doctor and the teeth doctor. We work together. So he said, he called me up, said, "Sal from the Stern Shows wants to do his teeth." I said, "Listen, we have a budget over the course of the year that we do a lot of pro bono cases for people that don't have money, for very big celebrities like."
He's got money. He just bought his wife $800 pair of shoes.
Right. So he came up and he wanted to do he wanted to do 16 teeth, and that the laboratory fees are $6,000. That's what our fees.
No,
are
Dr. Bean, you've done nothing wrong. This is something between me and Sal.
Okay.
What Sal has done is...
It's Dr. Dean, not Bean.
Oh, Dr. Dean. Bean is funnier, though.
It is.
Well, that's my other staff I should fire. They
My
put
teeth look like beans.
They put up Dr. Bean. That's, again, another faux pas.
See, things do happen.
Oh, things do happen.
Unfortunately, they do not. But listen, you want to make sure those margins are not tight.
Come on, Sal. Check your work. You're so busy with the teeth and your independent film.
I'm not. I swear to you, Howard. This is certainly a priority.
Sal, when something screws up, you go. You know what? If the dentist did that to your teeth, you'd be pretty fucking pissed, wouldn't you? He didn't have room for mistakes.
Absolutely not.
All right.
So he wanted to do 16. I said, listen, Sal, I didn't know you were out of budget. When you guys went on the show and said, he's spending all his money, I really felt terrible. I said,
no, you know what you should have said to him? You should say, well, you don't have the money, sir. Leave.
No,
But what happens with Sal is, it's known he's on my show, and everyone knows. Everyone can walk in here and somehow finagle, this guy mentioning his teeth, mentioning this, mentioning that.
So what happened was I said, let's just do the 8 teeth. I'll bond the bottoms. I said, no problem with that. I'll take care. I still look great. And then I said, what kind of color do you want? He goes, I want them to look real. I want them to look white. So we gave him a natural color. We didn't give him a super white.
They're too white, doctor.
Natural for who?
They're natural if you're someone who lives next to a radiation plant.
All right. Well, I told him after you said that, if you want to go darker, we can go darker.
He could go a shade darker. It's a little overwhelming.
Yeah. That's why we put the temporaries that way, so that the patient can kind of work it out and see.
Well, that was wise of you. I don't have a beef with you, doctor.
I don't know. I think that was brilliant because you put those sparkling white teeth in Sal's mouth. Somebody's got to talk about.
Hey, this guy's well thought out.
Well, they're teeth. I mean, look, I got a job here because of somebody's teeth.
All right, enough with that. You said that line 3 times.
I'm making it clear that,
Yeah, okay.
Certain things are inevitable.
It's all fun. It's all fun and games.
Well,
except I had a contest. The final answer no one could hear.
Robin, I hope you feel better.
Thank you. Don't worry. She's fine. I'm the one who's fucking sick over here.
I think Baba Booey's got to get his teeth redone, by the way.
Oh, God.
Please, how many times can you go back to that well with him?
Well, I think he's got to go to the right guy.
The right guy. I think you'd have to go to another planet to find the right guy.
There's no right guy for his
Trust me. If you had to work on his teeth and your final project at dental school was working on him, they would never let you have a license because he's impossible to cure. All right. Thank you, Dr. Dean.
Okay.
All right.
Say hi to 𝗫𝗿𝗱.
Right.
Howard's a sucker.
Seems like a nice man, Dr. Dean. Okay. All right, Gary.
Howard, before I go any further.
What are you, stuttering now? What were you, in a war? You stepped on a mine?
Are you a hero?
My teeth are touching my tongue. I can't speak properly.
All right, what do you want to say?
I will take out the CD, and I will
It's too late.
No.
Now you're going to fix it?
No.
It's useless. You're going to now re-record it.
No.
Why would you do that? Why would you waste my time with that?
It was a glitch. It's been established. It's been fixed. We know that the lady lost the game or won or whatever the case may be.
She won.
But from this point forward, I'd like to double check it, like you said, and make sure that
you're going to go double check your work.
Howard's a sucker.
How backward are you?
Howard's
you ever hear Professor Backwards? That's you. You're going to go now check your work. Here, Sal. Here's the CD. Go check your work.
Goodness.
Here. That's going to help me. Thank you.
Well,
you're going to go check your work. Okay, here.
I
go check
checked it, but
I'm never going to play it again. But go check it.
He's actually going to triple check it.
You triple check it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sal.
You're welcome.
Well done. And you did a good job with the thing, and then you fuck up.
It was a great game.
It was a great game.
He comes up with great ideas, and then he doesn't follow them.
Maybe let Richard record this stuff. Maybe you don't know how to work the equipment.
Richard does record some stuff. We work on these things together.
And then you make fun of Scott. Scott knows how to record things. Let him teach you.
CD skip once in a while. I know
maybe
shouldn't skip here. I know
Can
that.
we make a new rule? Can we make a new rule between us?
Yeah.
Every time I play a game on the show, after the game is over, go back and double check the CD. Okay?
That's a bad rule, Howard.
Yeah. Why? It's perfectly logical. It's Sal. That's what he's going to go do.
No, I'm saying just to protect the rest of the game.
You know why I'm stupid? I let you and Richard have a room together. That's what I'm breaking up. I'm going to put Scott in with
Howard's
Richard,
a sucker.
and I'm going to give you your own studio because you're not concentrating. You're back there blowing each other all day and fucking around and
no, we're not.
your goddamn bromance.
No, what we do is brainstorm about ideas.
There's not a brain between the two of you.
Why don't you let someone else check your work? Like,
I do. I
give the CD to
Give it
Scott.
to Richard.
I have. I give it to Scott.
Did you give that to Scott? What happened to your system?
This particular one, I'm not sure if I gave to Scott.
I can guarantee you didn't.
I don't think I did.
Right.
But
I don't think you did either.
I think
Call
you're
me
right.
clairvoyant. Call me a mentalist.
All right. I apologize.
Right.
It will be fixed.
Howard's a sucker.
You know, he's going to go now check his work. It's unbelievable to me. By the way, this weekend, Sal will be in Dallas, where he'll look for Lee Harvey Oswald. He's going to go back and see if he can find him.
This weekend,
That's what that's like.
This weekend, I'll be doing a charity, and I never promoted it. For free, for breast cancer.
Yeah, good. All right, never mind. I don't even want to say it. Go ahead. Goodbye. No.
Get out of here.
I think he has teeth cancer.
I don't know what happened when they put those teeth in his mouth.
That's Sal, the stockbroker.
Howard's a sucker.
Right, Sal. I agree. Thank you for saying it again.
That's Sal with the dazzling smile.
Say that 3 more times, Sal.
Howard's a sucker. Howard's a sucker. Howard's a sucker.
I'm reading that book, but it's doing me no good.
Well, what does the book say in a case like
Well, I'm only up to chapter 2.
Howard's a sucker.
I didn't get to the Sal chapter yet.
Yes.
This guy writes about how you can be more efficient, get things done quickly. And just when I think I'm getting ahead, I got a Sal. Blocks me.
A roadblock.
Because he says a lot of things you have to delegate. But here, I delegated the contest to him. Look what happened to me.
What does he say about who you should delegate to?
Well, you know, again, I've only read 2 chapters. I got to read the rest of the book this weekend.
Right. Don't expect progress until you finish the book.
I feel like 𝗛ощ𝗲𝗿𝗍𝗶.
Who is 𝗛ощ𝗲𝗿𝗍𝗶?
I don't know.
My mother used to say that name all the time.
It's a biblical. It's a biblical. I think he was a moron.
𝗛ощ𝗲𝗿𝗍𝗶.
I think he was. I think he was an idiot. Oh, here, I got the book in front of me. GTD, Get Things Done. Chapter 3, Never Hire Your Fans. Who formerly called themselves stockbrokers, and we're not even sure what the hell he was doing there. And then there's another edition in the chapter that says, especially guys who like hung outside the studio day and night and didn't go to work.
With posters and websites.
Yeah, and I hired him full time. Yeah, think about that. He wasn't doing his job. He was outside my studio with posters, and I should have said to myself, there's not a guy who's into his job.
Not only that, even when he was in the office, he was getting the other office people to make phony phone calls.
I know. I hired him. I like his ideas. You know. Yeah. All right, I got to take a break. It's been an hour and 16 minutes of time you've wasted, Robin.
Oh my God.
And now we have to get to a commercial.
Howard's a sucker.
Thank you, Sal. Remind me every 10 minutes. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
Sal Couture.
It's been a long time since I got a beating like that.
Sal, why'd you fight back so vehemently? I mean, why were you going
because
back?
Because he kept saying it.
Are you going to go double or triple check it right now?
Yeah, I am. Let's do this.
Howard's a sucker.
You know what happened, bud? What? If a track is too short, you got to add silence to it. It freaks the CD out.
Well, what does the book say?
That's why it jumped on
that answer, like Bigfoot only said 2, so it was 2.
This guy writes about how you can be more efficient.
Sal, walk me through it if you don't mind.
Is the number 3 an even number or an odd number?
Does it do that on your player?
Yeah. Well, like I said, originally it did, but then when I thought the tracks bled, and when I turned the dial manually, it worked fine, but it didn't. I just thought that when I first did it, and I heard the 2 jump, I was like, I thought that sometimes, like if you hit the button too fast, it'll go to the next track. I thought that's what I did. So when I turned the dial manually to track 13, it was fine. So I said, and that's where I screwed up. I didn't realize that it wasn't me hitting the button. It was the track itself was too small. And when the track is too small, it will bleed into the next track on the player.
So,
I got a new computer for you.
Sal, was it?
That's
Friday
awesome.
it'll be loaded.
Sal, was it an error on your part then?
Yes.
By not leaving enough pad time and
yes. And that's what I've learned now. That was the problem. Apparently, which I wasn't aware of. Like Richard just made me aware of it. Which thank you, Richard. That you need a little bit more time. If a track is too short, it'll jump.
Sal, at any point did you consider just owning up to it and just even if
I did.
No, but at the very start of it, just diffusing it and just saying, Howard, you know what? Let me go back. I probably screwed up. I know I screwed up. You know, just
all right. Let me answer that. You did. You probably screwed up. You did screw up. It's too late to go back. The game is over.
But you fought him for a while on it.
I didn't fight him on that. I said that it was checked, and what happened was when I went to the next track, it worked. So, and then I went through the rest of the tracks, and they all worked. But the problem was the padding issue with the time. That was the problem.
Right, but while you were in there, why not just lay down
in the
and die
end,
first?
I said that
for a little bit.
I said that in the end. In the end, I said when I went through it, the track jumped and I turned it manual with the dial, and then all the rest of the tracks played fine.
But look at all the pain you went through to get to that. I mean,
know.
it took by not diffusing it yourself. You really, I mean, what about the aspects? The other aspects of this segment. I mean, you had him calling you out for possibly using the show. You had Gary piling on. I mean, this hurt.
It didn't. Felt great. Felt awesome. I loved it. I loved it. It was great.
I think you earned this.
Oh, I earned this.
Are you enjoying a golden age of busting Sal's balls right now? I mean, the tables have truly turned for the past. I don't even know how to timeline it, but I feel like lately...
It's weird because Sal is sort of new to the evolution of the show, even though he's been here for a while. So, he's learning things that those of us who've been here for a long time learned a long time ago. Having said that, John Hine's really new to the show, and he knows these things. But it's almost like Sal's like Jackie in '92, at the Cordoba Hotel in Florida. They put me up. I didn't know. I just gave him a mention and it was free. Like, these are the things that I understand that somebody offered Sal free service, and I would say that Sal should say to the guy, "Listen, I can't take a free." It's funny. I had something with one of the clients. It might have been like Steven Singer or something like that. And it was a Mother's Day gift. And he said it to me, and I said, "How much is it?" And he said, "Don't worry about it." I'm like, no, that can't happen. And so he gave me a price, which is a fair price, and I paid it. But I could have said, "Hey, thanks a lot." And, you got to know you can't do that.
Sal, I was starting to ask you before, it seems like Gary's been really dominant over you in recent weeks. I mean, he's really enjoying a golden age in the Sal versus Bowie.
Listen, kick them when they're down. That's Gary's thing. That's the Howard Stern show thing. When you're bent over picking up your teeth, Jason Kalpa comes by, kicks you in the ass. That's how the show works. I learned from one of the best. I take that as a compliment.
But I'm saying the next time Gary screws up, are you really going to pile on?
Bet your sweet ass I am.
Enjoy it a little. Because I feel like that's been lacking a little bit from your end.
It's not going to lack
been
anymore.
a little bit too mature.
Don't worry about it. That's okay. In Iron Man, like how Iron Man had a suit and then a guy made a bigger suit? Gary's suit is his teeth, and my new teeth are the bigger suit. See what I'm saying? These chompers are going to take down those chompers.
Welcome back.
Good to be back.
How are you this morning, sir?
I'm well.
Right this way. Right this way.
Thank you.
You're well, but you're not Taco Bell material.
Thank you. Yeah, appreciate the plug.
So you've got your new memoir.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that out on bookshelves now, or is it just about to?
It is out as we speak. It just dropped today, so we'll see how it does. I don't know. I think we could make the New York Times bestseller list. We just have to beat Baba Booey's book. What position did he come in? Like 7th or something? Oh, here he is now.
I think he might have topped the list at some point.
Yeah, that's Chris. By the way.
Chris, how you doing? Yeah, you. Sit tight. We're gonna take a break and then we'll get you in.
Oh, okay.
How's everything going? So is this your second or third book?
Well, it's my second book, but technically my third because Dr. Drew and I wrote a book a million years ago when we were like doing Love Line. And so it's like, it's really my second book. The first book came out the same day.
Right.
the book
So it's
came
your
out.
second Adam Alone book.
Yes, Adam Alone.
Do you still talk to Drew?
Yeah, I just saw him the other day.
Yeah, I talked to him from time to time. I like that guy.
He does my podcast. Anyway, are you signing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Just
You got a
initial
pen?
the front and hold on, please. Pen. 1 second.
Wow. Can you believe this fucking Nimrod? Fire this guy.
No pen?
He drops off a piece of paper. And
You want you to write in blood?
I must just use a goddamn breakfast burrito to sign a fucking release? Fire this kid. I don't see this kid's face around here anymore. He's not Howard Stern material.
No, I mean, they're here to learn, but that's common sense.
Yeah. Yeah. This guy,
Sorry about that.
you should get a job at one of those parachuting places, and then you'd be up at 50,000 feet, going jump out of the plane, and the guy'd be going like, "Where's my parachute?" And you'd be like, "Huh?
Yeah.
You didn't bring your own? You don't have one?"
Yeah.
Yeah, get on my face. You make me sick.
Sorry about that.
Apologize to your dad when you're sleeping on his sofa. Oh, my date of birth. Always with the questions. Date of appearance.
It'll be the 12th.
That's the 12th.
Yeah, no, I got that one. There you go.
That is great for. Let's see.
That one's not beyond my expertise.
Yeah, see, 6/12. Wow, 2012. Boy. All right, signature. Oh, that's all I need.
Hey, Chris, could I see it for a second?
All right, there you go.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, it's that I've heard you speak about that younger generation. It's
These kids come in here. This kid comes storming in.
Mm-hmm.
You saw it. Starts screaming at me to sign these papers, like just screaming, like he's just throwing them at me, like
Right.
sign these papers. And then I was like, hold on, I'm looking for a pen. And then I'm like, do you have a pen? And then he just breaks down, just starts bawling.
Right.
And starts talking about video games.
Right.
And then he wants me to give him a trophy for getting him a pen. And I'm like, you just gotta go get a pen. And then he starts screaming, my dad's a lawyer. I'll sue your ass. I'll sue your old ass. And I was like, all I wanted was pen. And he said, I'll see you in court. And he stormed off.
We have documentation of this, so.
He started screaming for his dad, and he stormed off. His 2 dads. Actually, I think he has 3 dads. Either way, they're all lawyers these days. Anyway, it's a generational thing. You know what I mean?
It is. It's this young entitled generation.
Well, he's back with more paperwork.
Sorry to bother again. You need to
Yeah.
initial the front as well. I know all this paperwork.
Did you see the way he just stormed in and started screaming?
The sense of
Arms,
entitlement
like,
I
flying
have is
about.
just
Very demanding.
Yeah. It's
you good.
It's not his fault though. We've turned him into a monster.
True, but back in my day, we used a little please and thank you to get things done.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hello, Mr. Corolla. Looking good today.
Right.
Have you lost weight? Wow,
It goes a long way.
Are you a summer? Because that orange shirt really becomes you. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Right.
You know? And now he just comes flying in. Smells like dope. You know? He's probably hopped up on the bath salts. You know? Comes in here screaming. And, like I said, he threatened to sue me. And he won a trophy. So, what can I say? I saw him masturbating. Oh, actually, he was making love to an avatar earlier. I mean, it was his avatar, but still, you should keep it at home.
Yeah. Generation weird.
It's sad, I mean, by the way, you think that guy's storming the beach at Normandy? Hell no. That generation's gone, man.
We're lucky he got here on time this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine if they were in charge of defeating the Nazis.
I saw him downstairs when I was coming in screaming at people who were smoking because they were too close to the building. Just, they're all pussies.
Well, lucky for you, you're going to enter a studio with a man from a different generation, a guy who gets it.
Yeah, Bubba the Love Sponge. That guy's
Right.
salt of the earth.
Right. You know that intern actually is. He's Scott the engineer's nephew.
No, I knew I didn't like him.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I didn't like him.
That's why he reeked of failure and disappointment.
And secondhand smoke.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll let you finish your breakfast. We'll see you in the studio, sir. Thank you. See?
Thank you.
I see how it's done.
Adam Carolla is an old friend of the show. If you remember, he used to be a kind of a carpenter. He had a lot of odd jobs. He somehow hooked up with Jimmy Kimmel. They started the Man Show, and that's how he came to prominence. Where's Adam?
Literally, I went out to get him. He just stepped into the bathroom. Be here in 2 seconds.
Bathroom. Who's he,
Just
Britney
call for you,
Spears?
Adam, so I'll just take you right in.
Tell him he's on. It's showbiz.
Yeah, we had a long break there. He could have gone anytime.
Yeah, I was in break. I should mention. Here comes Adam. Okay, I'll mention this later. What did you do? You went off on a tirade about the 80s channel here at Sirius because you don't like they played Depeche Mode too much?
It's such a piece of shit.
The 80s channel, I don't listen to. I listen to Deep Tracks. That's what a real man listens to.
If I hear fucking Union of the Snake by Duran Duran one more time on this piece of shit station,
are you an 80s
nuts.
guy? Is that your genre?
Well, the thing that drives
era?
me insane is they have a station called First Wave.
Right.
And First Wave is like, all right, here's all Talking Heads and Elvis Costello and Joe Jackson and all like the old First Wave stuff. And then you hear fucking Union of the Snake and Men Without Hats and Safety Dance, and it's just a bunch of gay, horrible.
You don't like Safety Dance?
No.
You can dance if you want to.
I ironically wish those guys were crushed by an I-beam.
You know, I have to be honest. If I'm going to be an honest broadcaster, I think I like Safety Dance. But I don't know I want to hear it 100 times. You might have a point. You know what it is, though?
This is the thing. Here's what they do.
But you know, wait a second.
Yes.
You were in radio. You're still in radio. You're doing your podcast and all that. You know it's almost an impossible job to pick out music for the masses. In other words, for every song that you don't like or that you love, there's another guy sitting in his car going, I hate that song. My father said to me, never become a program director. It's the worst job in radio. You can't please guys like you can't please them.
My dad said never leave the house. But
that's the advice my mom
Here's
gave
what they do. Here's what these idiots do. They go out and they test the music with retarded people.
Okay.
They give them $10 or they show them something shiny. They pull them off the streets in Vegas. These are guys with like suede fanny packs. And they sit there and then they hear the piece of shit song and they go, oh, I like that Duran Duran song.
If you're that particular about music, you know you have to make your own iPod or whatever.
I do, but if you pay a premium and you want to hear First Wave, then what the fuck are we listening to nothing but Duran Duran for?
I mean, obviously they want to be successful. You know, the
they're
guy
doing
wants
a horrible
to please
job.
you.
Now look,
80s channel, no good.
Now listen, there's 80s music.
Right.
Some of the best stuff
What
ever.
is good? What is the
80s.
best stuff from the 80s?
First 2 Joe Jackson albums.
Great
First 2
album.
Elvis Costello. Look Sharp,
Great.
I'm the Man from Joe Jackson. Talking Heads, Graham Parker. All like that's First Wave in my mind. And then, but see, what they're doing is they're playing music from an Adam Sandler movie. You know, when Adam Sandler does an 80s music, they're trying to please retarded people who've had their brains pecked out by pigeons. They're horrible at what they do.
I know you're joking because
I'm not,
you know
they're
how
hacks.
difficult it is.
There should be a class action lawsuit against the
I
asshole
listen to I listen to Coffee House. I listen to Deep Tracks, and there are certain songs that they play in rotation because they've determined somehow that people like these songs and they want to hear them. And many of the songs, I'm glad they play over and over again. I like them. I like the familiarity.
Does anyone need to hear "Union of the Snake" by Duran Duran?
Union of the Snake?
Well, someone will find
Sing it to me. Sing me "Union of the Snake."
It's unsingable.
You can sing it. What is that one?
The Union of the Snake is... It's that whiny Duran Duran, something about hanging out by the borderline. They're all the same piece of shit song. They're
Maybe you're right about that one.
I don't... It's the gayest, most dated pile of shit in the world, and they never stop. I just jumped in my wife's car the other day, turned on First Wave, here it was, Union of the Snake.
Well, do you know what Union of the Snake is about? Do you know what it's about?
I don't care.
It's about 2 guys rubbing their penises together in a shower.
It just got straighter. You just made it more heterosexual for me.
All right, let's go to something more appealing to you.
All right, Man-Eater from Hall & Oates?
No,
that's another one they like to play.
Let's talk about, you've written another book. Are you the most successful man in show business? You've done it all. You've been on The Man Show. You appeared on Dancing with the Stars. You were on Apprentice. And by the way, speaking of Apprentice,
yes,
you say that you were shocked how manly Clay Aiken was with his work ethic and how, he's a gay guy.
What?
And
Working is a manly thing?
You thought he was you were surprised at his work ethic, weren't you?
No, I was just surprised at like how tough and tenacious. I mean, look, let's be honest. You have your stereotypes. You think Lou Ferrigno,
right,
two-time Mr. Universe, that's the guy who's going to be super disciplined and just drinking protein shakes and doing push-ups and screaming at everyone your last easy day was yesterday.
Right.
And then Clay's going to be like working on his hair and crying and listening to Union of the Snake.
Because you believe stereotypes.
I don't. It's not about believing in them, like we're talking about the chupacabra,
right?
Or or Santa Claus. I know they're true. Like that.
So Clay Aiken comes on there.
That's how stereotypes get started, by the way. Like if somebody says, "Oh, with all these slow German drivers," doesn't that drive you insane? You go, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then it never gets off the ground.
So what are you saying? Are you saying that Clay Aiken became a friend of yours because you admired his work ethic and you admire how tough he is?
You can hang with Clay Aiken.
Right.
Absolutely. I did a show in North Carolina. He came out there with his boyfriend and his brother, but he never said which one was which I found very creepy.
Isn't there a game show in there somehow?
I said,
try to figure out who everyone
both.
is.
Let's get to the bottom of this.
So Clay Aiken became a friend of yours from The Apprentice because, look, you're not a prejudiced guy. You don't care if someone's gay. You just want to see a guy who has integrity, who works hard, and that's what's important to you.
I'm fine. Unless you're black, we have no problem.
I see. The podcast. The podcast.
Sure.
You say it is the most successful podcast in the history of podcasts. 70 million downloads, something like this. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, that was a Guinness Book thing. We found out.
Can you prove something like that, or do you just go around making that up?
I just walk around making stuff up.
Because it's hard for me, listen, I'm a traditional kind of radio guy. Sometimes I think, podcast, who the hell is listening to this thing? But you say it's really taking off.
Well, what happened was Ricky Gervais had the record. And then I said, well, what's the record? And they said what the record was. And I said, I think we can beat that. And then you contact the Guinness Book people.
Wow.
And they come out and they verify.
You went to all that trouble.
Well, I figured why not have it on your business card that says, most popular podcast in the world.
Makes me want to listen to it.
Fuck Ricky Gervais.
Right.
That guy comes over here. He makes fun of our celebrities. He has sex with our women. He has a couple shots of bourbon, and then he goes back to England and talks about how stupid we are. Fuck that guy.
Do you resent all the other podcasters? Because a lot of them are very unprofessional. I mean, you have a background in this thing. Doesn't it make you angry when, Joe Blow has a podcast and doesn't know what he's doing, and there's ruffling papers in the background and very unprofessional? I mean,
the yeast lady.
Yeah, the yeast lady has a podcast.
Really?
She does a whole show on yeast. So doesn't that make you angry that you're in the same business with the yeast lady?
No, I mean, it's like the same way when you were in terrestrial radio. You had all these, you had ass crack and back sack in the morning, and they're playing their fucking sound effects, and they're giving the timeout every 30 seconds.
It's who you're in business with, and you ignore them and you go on with what you're doing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we're number one. We're doing great. And there's, I don't know, a million other podcasts.
No, I never got a chance to talk to you about this, but I did read. People don't realize how conservative Adam Carolla is. He is. I would say you're like a libertarian, but you also have very conservative values. And you came out against the Occupy Wall Street people. You said they were a bunch of freeloaders. Tell me about what you were thinking with them, because I didn't get to talk to you about this.
I did what you do. And then what you have to end up explaining, which is, Robin brings up a topic.
Right.
You've had an ass full of it at some point. I don't know what it is. It's it's like Thanksgiving at your parents, and you've had one too many beers, and your mom brings something up, and you just fucking tee off on the old bat. You know what I mean?
Well, I went off on Megan Fox. I didn't like the idea that I can't bring up her pregnancy, but go ahead.
And everyone's like, where the fuck is this all coming from? But I've been hearing, I've been getting an impacted ass full of this Occupy Wall Street thing for like 6 months, and then all of a sudden it came up, and I just did 20 minutes on it.
And the gist was that you felt that these were people who were just too loserish to get work?
It's like this.
Yeah.
I understand our system has corruption.
Right. It does.
Yes. It's better than any other system, but it still has corruption. There's always going to be corruption. There's always going to be someone on top with the money who's making friends. There's Martha Stewart is always going to get a phone call on a Learjet telling her to dump some pharmaceutical stock That's always going to exist.
It's just, you might as well accept it.
And by the way, we would all do it too.
Right.
If our phone rang the day before and it was our guy saying,
get rid of your stock.
Get rid of this Upjohn stock because the herpes medication killed one of the monkeys, you'd fucking dump that shit from your Learjet too.
Right.
And then you'd lie about it if somebody asked you.
So you're saying you got to accept that in the system.
There is that. I come from this. It's people who don't like the government. It's not that people want the government to change.
Your family didn't like the government?
No, they don't like the government.
Was
they have
your
their
mom
hand
and dad,
out.
were they hippies of some
My
sort?
mom was a hippie.
So do you hate hippies now?
I just feel like, get the fuck up and get to work. A hippie is a form of depression. They don't know they're depressed. They smoke weed, hang out, and blame the government all day.
Were your parents naked a lot? Like, would they just like walk around naked and smoke weed?
No, my mom locked herself in a room and yelled freak out and checked her biorhythm wheel and all that kind of stuff.
And that annoyed the shit out of you.
It annoyed the shit out of me because I'd say, like, hey, could I get a ride to Van Nuys to hang out with my buddy Teddy? And she'd say, let me look at the biorhythm wheel. And then she'd go, no, it's an extra critical day. Sorry, take the bus.
In other words, your life was being ruled by some hocus-pocus biorhythm wheel, and you're trying to live your life.
It's depression, Howard.
You've gone the opposite way than your parents.
Yes, that's what I do. I just call my dad up and I go, Dad, I'm thinking about a real estate deal. What would you do? And he'd go, I'd buy it. And I'd go, all right, it's off.
Yeah, right.
And I'd just do the opposite.
Take the opposite view.
Yeah, it's like you find out who I'm betting on the Super Bowl and you do the opposite.
Were your parents commune people? Were they?
No, they weren't like crazy hippie. It was like this. Look, my mom was on welfare and food stamps, and the more shit you get, from family members, the more money you lend a family member, the more they resent you. It's not like, you lend them 10 grand and then you get the greatest Christmas gift ever that year.
No.
You don't get shit.
Right.
They take a dump in your stocking that year.
So were your parents the ones that got the loans from their family? And
No, the family didn't have any money.
Right.
They just did the sort of welfare food stamp thing, and then meanwhile never stopped complaining about the government.
Right.
And I was like, you don't pay taxes, and you're taking the welfare cheese, and you're the last person who should be complaining about the government. In Canada, they have universal health care for everybody.
Right.
Yeah, someone has to pay taxes at some point, otherwise we can't have universal health care.
So you think when you look at Occupy Wall Street, are you imagining a whole village of your parents kind of hanging out, complaining, and while they're living off the system? Is that it?
I'm imagining 3 or 4 hardcore people that have real legitimate gripes about the government and about Congress and about how it works and insider training, and then 200 hippies trying to get laid.
Right. Are your parents still together?
Oh,
no. No, they're hippies.
Funny.
They can't stay.
No, my dad's not a hippie, and they broke up like in 74 or something like that.
Are you in touch with your mom, or are you just like disgusted with her?
Oh, no, we talk.
You talk.
Yeah.
And she's still a hippie.
Well, she doesn't realize, she does that same thing that you hear, like, I think rich people ought to pay their fair share. And I'm like, fuck it. I pay for all you assholes already. You want me to pay for more, you assholes? What do you mean my fair share?
How much is a fair share?
I bought a Predator drone last week, all right? What are you guys buying? You don't pay shit, so stop looking at me telling me to pay my fair share. I paid a fucking ton in taxes.
So you probably were an angry kid growing up, like probably wondering why your mom didn't get a job and your dad didn't get a job. You were probably
my mom gave me probably did the worst piece of advice you could ever give your kid, which is I said to my mom at some point, because you're naive, you're looking around, you're seeing other families, they have station wagons and things like that, and you go, I don't get it, Mom, why don't you just get a job? If you get a job, also when you're a kid, and they should tell you in junior high and grade school, there's a difference between being a cop, a garbage man, a fireman, and a lawyer.
Right.
Some jobs pay better than others. They'll tell you what pays better. But I just said, why don't you just get a job? If you get a job, then we could get a better car and move into a better place. And she said, if I get a job, I'll lose my welfare.
Yeah.
Like she went, use your head, Dick. Come on.
Yeah, we're beating the system.
Yes. Now hand me that brick of cheese.
Oh, my God. You must have had some childhood.
That's amazing. I had no idea this was Adam's background.
Did you write about this in your book, about your background? Because people would be fascinated to know all of this.
It's all in not Taco Bell material.
Not Taco Bell material. The book comes out when?
Today.
Comes out. Are you excited?
No.
You're not?
No.
Well, I would think you'd be excited about a book of
I'm
your
the same
thoughts.
as you. I just want to go home.
But I found it very exciting when my books came out.
You did?
I did. I enjoyed going out and signing them. I mean, it was work and it was a lot, but it was kind of exciting. Something I had written is out there, you know, and you see this completed book.
And you see the people who want to buy it.
And you're an honest guy.
It's satisfying to see the completed book. Like, it's 330 pages. It's substantial. And you go, all right, that's something.
Yes, and could you have imagined when you were sitting at home eating welfare cheese and begging your mother to work that one day you'd have your own book? I mean, that is quite an accomplishment, isn't it?
No, I didn't think I'd have my own moped at that point.
And you were a guy who was not destined for show business. You were a hands-on. You do construction. In fact, on The Apprentice,
boxing.
You're a boxer. There's a story. I think this is in your book. Tell me if I just know this or it's in your book.
All right.
A guy called. You were at a hotel somewhere.
Yes.
And a guy calls your room.
Yes.
And he starts yelling. He had the wrong room, obviously.
No, I had the wrong room. I wasn't in my room. We were just slumming it. We would go to Palm Springs during spring break because I'm from Los Angeles. So it's like 100 miles away. Right. And we just go down there with like a sleeping bag and a pillow, and we just go from party to party and crash out on a lounge.
How old were you?
Oh, I was like 41.
Oh, you mean you were
just
already
looking for pussy?
Is that right?
No, I was 19.
But you know, people don't. You know, I never used to view you as a tough guy till I learned about your boxing background and stuff.
I wasn't.
You don't look like a tough guy.
I didn't have anything to lose. There's a sort of difference. It's sort of like being in a gang. You know, when you say to the young 17-year-old black kid who's never seen his dad and he's sleeping on a futon, a triple-decker futon with 9 brothers and sisters, and you go, what about college? What if you get shot? And he's like, who gives a shit? You know? And
life is tough.
Well, what about prison? And it's like, hey, that'd be a lateral move.
Right. That sounds like a good opportunity.
Yeah. So for me, I was 19. I was doing construction labor. I drove a shitty pickup truck. I didn't have anything going on in my life.
Right.
And I was bored. And I was walking around Palm Springs, and I went into somebody's room. And it's just like bungalow, like down by the pool. You know, maybe I'd had a couple beers, and I just went in to sit down. The door was open. I was just sitting there, and the phone rang.
Right.
And back in the day, when the phone would ring, like even if you were walking past the payphone and it rang, you'd pick it up. I don't know why. Like it's going to be for you, Howard. Is that you?
Yeah, and there was a guy,
45th?
but the guy picked up and he started yelling at you that you had stolen his girlfriend or something.
He just said, "Put Sheila on the phone."
Right.
And I said, "I don't know who that is."
Why didn't you just say to him, I'm crashing in this room. I don't know who anyone is.
I probably because I wanted to fuck with the guy a little.
Right.
I
So you said, I don't know who this is.
I don't know who she is. And he said, put her on. And I said, I'm telling you, I don't know anyone here. And he said, put her on or I'll come down there and I'll kick your ass.
And you said,
come on down.
Yeah.
Wow.
And 2 guys showed up to the room.
Yes.
Almost immediately.
Yes.
And you beat both of them up.
Yes.
You kicked their asses.
It was very Marquis of Queensberry. They both walked up like I had an appointment for a massage.
Well, you invited them
showed
down.
up.
Right.
They knocked on the door. I opened the door. And they said, "Are you the guy we're talking on the phone with?" I said, "Yes, I am." They said, "All right, now step outside." And I said, "Okay." And we walked out into the courtyard. And he said, "All right, now it's on."
Wow. And
Very
what happened?
nice.
Yeah, and was it a boxing match kind of thing?
It was for me.
Right. And this is probably great for you because you like to practice boxing.
But what size were these guys that you beat up both of them?
You're about what, 6'2"?
Yeah, they were just regular valley dudes, you know. They weren't obviously dwarfs don't threaten you over the phone and then say they're coming over to kick your ass.
Were you scared at all when these guys showed up at the door?
I didn't care.
You didn't care. You had nothing to lose.
Yeah, I had nothing. I had nothing to lose. I'd been beat up in the ring enough and in sparring and stuff like that.
But describe this to me because I really want to understand.
Okay, so the one lead guy says, "Come out here. Right. I'm going to kick the shit out of you."
Right.
And I said, "Okay." And we walked out, and his friend.
Now, when a guy says "okay," don't they start to think to themselves, "Hey, maybe"? Don't they try to size you up? But then again, they probably thought, "Well, 2 guys against 1, we could definitely take this."
Plus,
guy.
I was wearing flowered shorts, like super gay '80s, like dolphin shorts. Like I was dressed like George Michael from that Choose Life, you know.
Yeah. So when you get out there, and you make your fists, right? You get your fists made, and they put up their fists.
Right.
Do they charge you? How does it all start?
Well, it was one-on-one. It was me and the other guy.
Dude,
the main guy was going to come beat me up, and then his friend was just going to stand there and sort of hold his jacket or something while he kicked my ass.
Yeah.
So his friend sort of stood back about 5-10 feet, and he said, "All right, now it's on." And I said, "Yeah, all right." And he just walked in, and his friend was like yelling. It was like Karate Kid, like sweep the leg, sweep the leg. And he threw a sloppy punch. You know, if you box, there's a couple things I could demonstrate.
Yeah, go ahead.
But there's a couple things. One is, if you're fighting a guy that doesn't box or doesn't have any experience with his hands, and now every motherfucker's an MMA expert, so I wouldn't mess with anyone, but this is back in the day.
Yeah, right. Not that many people had any training.
Oh, a fetus would get you into a fucking, you tap out. But first off, the front arm is no good.
The front arm, the lead arm.
Yes, because that's their weak arm.
Right.
That's their bad arm. So if you...
That's my good arm.
Well, no, listen. If you're standing orthodox, which is right hand back... It's your right hand that you're going to throw.
Right, that's
your right
true.
hand, if you're not a fighter, your right hand is 90% of what you do.
Right.
If you're a fighter, I'm left-handed. If you're fighting...